Ah. What's up, guys? Yo, Austin. What is up? What is up? Yo, shoutouts to Ivan Cuevas. Became a member while we were in the midst of that game. Shoutouts to Ivan. You missed the match, didn't you? You did. There's no more delay though. I better change the title then, eh? Let me get this fixed for us. What's up, Asala? Alright. All changes. Oh, changes are being saved. All changes saved. Let's go. It was kind of a. How did we do? We won in overtime. Yuki popped off. Pretty hard. Yo, what's up, Seth?
Hey, buddy. Nice job on the game.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Your calling was pretty sick. I thought
Gotta watch
you
it
guys only
tomorrow?
got like 8 rounds, but I thought you made the right call on like at least 12 of them.
Yeah.
Where like you got in like a favorable position on the bomb site, and then like just you guys lost your fights, which
Yeah, well, that happens. There's a lot of variance.
But
Still trying to get good at it. Thanks, man. Yo salve de Brasil. Obrigado por asistir, Felipe. Obrigado. All right. Well, I'm about to hop on a pug. Do you want to play?
Sure, buddy.
I'm going to pug one, and then not feeling the greatest, so I might go to bed after that, but who knows?
You have any interest in like watching the VOD from your game?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm going to. Normally I watch it right after the match, but I'm just not feeling well, so I want to be able to look at it with 100% mental alacrity.
Gotcha. Let me know when you do that. I'd love to join you for that.
Yeah, for sure. Probably be tomorrow afternoon.
Sweet.
So what have you been up to all day, man?
Just finished my homework about an hour ago.
Oh, sick.
Half hour. I was watching your game, so I was like, cycling between like doing a problem, watching the match.
Yeah, understandable.
Oh, how do I sound, by the way?
Fine, I think.
Okay.
Sounds like there's an air conditioner running in the background, but I think that's just the air conditioner running in the background.
That would be the air conditioner running in the background.
Okay. It's not like static like before, dude. It's fine.
Come on, let's go.
Nah, I meant to turn that off anyways. It's getting cold.
Okay, I told you, don't worry about it, dude. It's not that big a deal.
No, it's alright. I had my headset on. I got my new headset finally came in, so I don't use.
Oh, which one?
Anymore. I got a Logitech G533. I had the 933 before, and I accidentally sat on it and broke it. And this one was on sale for like $50, and I like it. It's just like a budget version of what I had before. Just like the noise canceling isn't as good, but I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe the mic might be worse too, but I don't know because I haven't tried it and I don't really.
Right.
Just because I have a Yeti.
Yeah, the mic quality sounds fine.
I'm using my Yeti right now.
Oh, okay. You watch the ESL 1 Grand Finals? I did. It was crazy.
Yeah, but anyways, so I did my homework and then I was cooking all day. With my buddy's or my roommate's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, sick. What do you make?
I made I made a apple upside down cake, which was pretty. And I made spaghetti with a homemade pasta.
I do love spaghetti.
Cooking is like my other hobby.
Stick it black.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
So like every Sunday, I try to cook like something fun.
That's pretty sick. Do you guys have any plans for it specifically or not?
For his birthday, well, that's why we celebrate today. He's got exams tomorrow on his birthday, so sucks for him. But
Yeah, I did
was
watch
a good
the. I bet, dude. Seth Honesser made it.
I can either play right
Hell yeah.
arch or B. Those are where I'm comfortable with.
All right, dude.
I'd never had apple upside down.
Play right arch.
had
I'm gonna play
pineapple
B.
on
I'm gonna play
Upside down.
naps.
All right, where are you playing, Honesser? Honesser. Where are you playing, dude?
We have all Americans?
Oh my gosh, can you believe it?
No way.
Welcome to the
Dude,
world.
this feels great.
I'm gonna play on B.
I'm gonna be.
All right, triple B early round. I like it. I like it.
Alright, I'll go back. I'll go back.
No, stay. I wasn't being sarcastic.
Alright, alright.
I genuinely like it. I don't see anything banana. We should probably rotate A. It sounds like a bunch of men.
Run out
And
middle.
Purple has a kit. We should scavenge his bones. They backed up and run.
one arc.
One dead. Oh,
One apps.
dead.
Bomb apps.
On site one. Did you get the kit? No, what the? What the heck? Watching pit side. Swinging sight fast. Dead sight. Lane. Nice.
Damn.
Where is your
Nice.
kit, Purple? It vanished!
Dude, we're like right in mid. Did
It-
you not get the kit?
No! It was gone!
The fuck?
I ran all over your dead body. There was nada. Cero. Silce.
I was.
Sorry guys, I don't have chat
I'm
up. Give
gonna
me
play
1
the
second.
Molly.
Alright, let's do it. Do it. Amarillo.
Oh
Speak.
shoot! What the
One
hell?
banana.
It's B.
How do you know?
Oh,
One
fuck.
more here, one more here.
One banana.
Call when you're about to pop.
Yes, sir.
Watch mid.
I just spam, don't worry.
You guys should fall back.
Alright, there we go.
Okay.
Got the chat open. I'm live again. What the? Shoot! Two!
Did you not hear them rush you? I'm staying alive.
This last one
They're
on site.
planning. They're planning it.
Damn.
Were they?
That's bad, man.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Oh god, they were on fully.
My bad, dude. I thought I was peeking off your shot.
Did you not? Oh, okay, my bad. Okay.
It's all good.
I'm gonna peek alt mid.
Nade it.
Sorry, dude. I'm late. My cat jumped on my mouse pad.
Sorry.
Doing really well, Zeddy. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Marshall, what's up, bro?
One more. Two more, my bad.
Nice shot, bro.
I saw all three of them actually, but one was falling back.
Do they gun?
Yeah, they have guns.
I just dinked it out P90.
I got
I
you.
dinked him with a fucking P90.
Are they bot?
Out mid.
Soaking this up for you.
Opera there, he's legged, I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong.
They be out arch. Are you smoked off purple?
What a play.
Damn it.
Do that to me too.
Throwing smoke. Grenade out. Throwing flashbang.
One lane, sorry. Flashing high above you. You should turn.
Dude,
Lane?
this fucking crouching op, bro.
I know he did it to
Crouching
too, but I don't-
fucking op.
He's just,
My bad.
I got 2 kills the same angle and he did it to me. I don't know what he's doing.
We should buy.
I also don't know how I'm
Only one of us
poor as
can.
hell.
You should all buy. Yeah,
I
looking
can take a
force.
deagle. Yeah, that works. Or 250.
I learned the money. What's my feeling about the match?
I have 2 ops now.
It's okay.
I'm throwing
I'm glad
out
Yuki did
smoke,
well.
They're gonna spam it.
Deploying decoy. Grenade
Or
out.
not.
Nothing rush B early.
Incendiary out. Deploying flashbang.
Nice.
One more nap, side up all back.
2 apps. Pushing downstairs.
I hear
Okay.
me,
Pushing
beat me,
downstairs
beat me,
down.
beat me.
Are they committing?
Got one.
Is bomb down?
Flashing porch, I'm going with it.
Flashing high mid.
How is he not blind? 2 there, both porch.
Dude, this crouching
Mid.
shit.
He's mid. Go back mid. We have bomb down. Seth, your mic's not working if you're talking.
Can you hear me?
I'm talking about in game.
Oh.
If you're talking in game, I don't think anybody can hear you. Good clutch, dude.
Well, what the fuck? That's bad.
It's probably has something to do with your mic,
I'm
like the
peeking it.
default mic you have set up.
I got no utility.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know
alright,
how to
Kate.
change it right now.
Yeah, no worries.
I hit one in his chest.
Just call here and I'll
They're going
I'll
banana,
relay it.
like he was looking towards banana.
They smoked off our molly.
Smoke a molly.
I'll go CT, it's
Yep,
okay.
they're rushing fast.
They have pistols.
I'm blind.
Be careful behind me. They put a
One up, banana, flashing again. Turn.
They didn't smoke it?
Could be
One's grill.
close grill.
There's one.
One's grill.
One mid,
One
hit
HP grill.
twice with a D.
I'm going A. We just died.
One
A.
mid. One mid. Hit twice with the deke. Ah! This guy! What the heck?
Yeah, they're on A. Blue die. One's default. Either on site or default. I'm just gonna wait.
Dead.
Last one's on
Archway.
site. I'm just gonna run it.
Last
Pit, I
one's
think.
one shot.
Last guy's one bullet.
I'm pulling the pit headshot.
You say he was on site?
No. Maybe he's on site. Never saw
I'm
him leave
holding action,
P. I
holding-
never saw him go porch.
Stick it.
Stick the
I
bomb.
mean-
I got it. I'm sticking it. What are you guys looking at? Get on the bomb.
Do you have a kit? Do you have a kit?
He has
You
it.
do,
He has
okay.
it.
Yo, what is up, kit? What is up? What is up?
I can't believe you almost won that.
Show them who we are.
Yeah, I think you have to go into your like actual sound settings and set your Yeti as like maintaining
be
as the
broke.
default
Yeah.
comp.
Yeah, they just forced
I didn't check. I didn't check.
Fucking 2 up middle.
Rotating, leaving you early,
rushing
yellow.
up fast. Hold angle.
Throwing flashbang.
Leaving you early, yellow.
They smoked port, boiler,
sitting
or was that
down.
maybe that was you? Never mind. Coming out mid. Flash mid.
Smoke B, smoke flash B.
Out. Where's my teammate? What the hell?
Deploying flashbang.
Mic's not working.
One up lane, one up lane.
Outbound.
Two on A. One moto already. Just tab out on us or go to your sounds and pick the old, like your Yeti mic and set it to your default communication device. You may have to restart CSGO as well. Yo, what's up, Sejor?
Dude, there's a bug and all I can hear is the thing rolling over and over and over again. It's not stopping.
What thing?
Restart your game. Next time you die.
I changed it, but you might be right. I might have to reset my game.
Say something in game. Say something in game.
No, it's done.
Yeah,
Okay.
nothing.
I can drop.
Damn it.
Yeah, yellow. The yellow can drop 2 rifles, then we can buy. Easy.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah. Drop 2 rifles. Easy buy. There we go.
Where's my AK?
Oh no. Scammed.
We get a pistol? No? No one has money?
I dropped him Deagle.
We made it work.
Flashbang. Throwing
Nothing at B yet.
Let's just play A site. Someone will go graveyard, someone go pit, I'll play site. Come up arch right now, someone watch arch.
You want to cheat over yellow? I got this. Oh, one
They're coming
car.
A. It's 2 arch.
Yeah, help them arch yellow. I got this.
You sure?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just gonna smoke moto.
If I die, I die.
down smoke. Flashbang.
Yeah, lots of nades. And
That one
more.
could be in library, could be in library.
Library clear.
2 arch still?
Could be
Up
CT.
short, on site.
Oh, in library, in library.
One more arch, last one arch. I maybe killed them. I heard someone arch.
'Kay.
I don't know.
Last one
really killed
was
them,
arch, right? Do we have bomb on site? Yeah, we
though.
do.
Yeah, it's right in front of me. I got arch blue, just hold porch.
I'm coming mid.
out library.
I got them. I got this side. Just worry about your moto side.
I wish
Nice.
it was over. Sorry, blue, I wasn't watching.
Time for
that.
bed. Yo, later,
Blue
Marshall.
plate
Thanks
was
for
gonna say
thanks, bro.
graveyard.
Yo, good drop. Good drop, yellow. I'll drop for you. There you go, bro. Easy.
I can drop one. Oh,
Yeah,
we're
you
good.
Right here,
Oh,
right
no,
here.
here,
Feed me,
purple, you need
feed
one?
me, feed me. Who's feeding me?
Rip
Thank you.
Seth.
Yes.
Just buy yourself a deagle, Seth. Good luck.
Let's move out.
It's alright. That's what I had last round, I guess.
I'm
I
1
got
at
a
5.
kill.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna rush
Talking
B,
like he
yellow.
was actually looking.
Throwing fire.
One push smoke, watch out.
I'm gonna rotate early.
Sorry, purple, I'm flashing.
Throwing flashbang.
Yeah, it's alright.
I
Have
heard a
10
pop
HP, I'm
as
gonna
I
play
zoomed
site.
in.
I'm going,
Flash mid, 2.
Throwing smoke.
Oh, I'm fat. Yo, what's up, Dominator? Can you ask a question how to hide the lotto winners? I don't know.
Throwing flashbang.
If you type /D, like /D like this, it clears your chat. So you can clear them, but I don't know if you can stop them from populating.
There's one apps.
I'm dead.
Are they committing or are they
Yeah, they're
committing?
committing.
Nice. Bomb
Alright,
spotted
porch,
or not?
last one porch.
On my way. Nice
Sorry, I
round,
moved
dude.
too many times there.
The fuck?
Oh, we
Wait,
lost
wait,
someone. Seth restarting?
I can drop a pistol. Or I
Yeah.
can drop it from us.
Yeah, drop
Yeah,
a.
I'll take
I'm gonna
whatever.
get there in time.
Not for this round, but
Connecting now.
Oh, we're missing one.
Where do you
Just
go?
play
he's
back
reconnecting.
today.
He's reconnecting.
Yeah, play.
I'm gonna play moto.
Yep.
Or I'll play pit or whatever with that.
Don't peek,
Just
don't
don't
peek.
die mid.
One close mid.
Incendiary out.
They've just been
Close B.
working mid picks, right?
Flashing blind.
Rotating B.
I'll
I'm just gamble stacking orange.
Yeah, they're already in.
Okay.
Can you fall back? Can you play graveyard? Can you just chill?
Throwing
Just watch the coffins push.
I'm coming.
There's a big
I
gap
have
in the
Molly.
smoke. I'm blind.
Backside, dark.
Finding default.
Default and dark.
Last
one's
guy was dark.
I'm mollying it.
No, he's not! Coffins! Hello?
Okay, listen to me.
Hey, can you
I
guys
saw
hear
him
me?
run by this building.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Fine.
But,
What the heck?
Dave, you got an ace.
he must have walked
Can I
across
can I get a
construction
drop,
zones.
dude? Okay, never mind. Can I get a drop, Mr. Pooch? Thanks,
I can
bro.
still drop off from us if we need. Are we good?
Sorry about that, guys. I fixed my mic.
It's alright.
It's unacceptable. Don't let it happen
Oh, I
again.
didn't.
Well, thank God yellow aced, so I don't feel bad.
Wait,
No.
I did?
Yeah,
Yep.
you did.
Decoy.
Good
Oh,
job.
that's cool.
Okay, I'm rushing apps. I'm holding
That's
this
neat.
air. If I die, I'm sorry. But I feel like this is the.
Running one taps me. Okay, I'm done.
I'm cheating
for
over
the day.
toward B.
Deploying flashbang.
One here.
Yep.
Deploying flashbang.
I had to fall all the way back.
Should I
I think I
rotate?
liked him, but he.
No, no, just hold B, dude.
I hear at least one.
One
abs.
bottom banana.
Throwing a grenade. Throwing smoke. Throwing flashbang. Flashbang.
I hear one top mid. Maybe.
Nothing out mid yet.
My bad.
Nothing been in.
I'm
Smoke
not
say.
watching porch blue. I'm holding
You're
apps.
alone over there, yellow. Smokes B.
Smoke CD.
Incendiary.
I'm on.
Blue, you
Yep.
stay.
Grenade out.
It's okay, both of you stay. I'm watching your arch.
Okay.
Oh, cubby,
Go,
cubby,
go,
cubby.
go, go.
Pop it.
No, he's arch. Dude. He's running behind you. Sprinting behind you.
Behind me?
Yeah.
Yeah, one arc.
Nice try.
Okay.
I hit him for 83.
3 people alive. He says he's behind you.
Alright, I gotta save one.
Stunner. Stunner. At least we can hear you now, honestly.
Yeah.
Easy, breezy cover girl.
Flashbang.
So banana. Oh my god, you gotta peek on him. He's coming close too.
All three,
That's
all
a-
three.
Big thing. 3 banana.
Mid.
That's a big thing, stream. Like people, when you hear the op shoot, you gotta like
I thought
insta
he'd be
swing.
distracted fighting the other guy still. Oh, he pulled back anyways.
You should have stayed through and shot.
Gee darn it.
Ah, alright. Oh, I have the hiccups. It sucks. Plasticono here in a 1 versus 4 situation. The AK-47 in his hand. He has 1 smoke grenade and body armor. Already picked up 1 kill on the round. He is hard carrying his team with 12 frags, looking to clutch the round out.
Whoa, 1 kill plus a chicken kill.
Wow, he's toxic. Never mind. Let's get rid of him, guys.
You knifed a chicken in a 1v.
Yo, can you drop for POS, Mr. Plasticono? Everybody else can
What
buy.
happened?
Can you drop for Mr. Poor guy over here crouching?
Poor guy, and I'm 2 and 9. I just.
Alright, I'm gonna flash out mid. Yellow, you're alone. Be early. I'm flashing out mid, going for a pick, and then running to you.
This is real life.
Yo,
I'm
he
just
goes
saying.
They
left
like to
side.
hug the right
Yeah, that's
wall.
okay. That's okay.
Throwing flashbang.
Double fire.
I don't see anything. Rotating B fast. Can you come with perp? Shift.
They
I'm
could
gonna
already.
play site.
They could already be up. I'm holding the.
Yep.
They're melee for
I'm holding
casket.
apps. Blue.
They threw a really bad.
Everything. Smoke utility.
I'm gonna
Flashing
play-
it?
Flashbang.
Nothing's up yet.
Grenade.
I'm blind.
Well,
Could
I'm
be
taking
covered,
a
could be-
gamble. Well, maybe not. Never mind. They're not doing anything.
They threw nothing commit.
Outie.
He's on site.
Ow.
Wow, man.
I didn't know
get
he could be
bumped
a
on.
porch like that. I thought
How
he
did
was
he get?
I don't know.
He pushed through the smoke.
You rotated
Push
so
through
I was
CT.
mini pit.
Yeah, I understand. I was in
It's alright.
library and he just 1 tap.
Is there a friend of mine
It
that
felt
goes
really
online?
bad.
Holy moly, I'm 5 and 9. What am I doing?
Dude, I'm 0 and 3.
They're a little upset. Nice try. You almost got him, 17 HP. Alright, we
Oh.
should save. You guys want to rush mid?
Nade stack?
Sure. Bonsai, baby.
2 and 10.
Grenade out.
One dead.
Nice. Arch all mid.
Alt mid, alt mid.
One their spawn stairs still. Nice, good nades, guys.
Hell yeah, I only had to do 4 damage with mine to get that kill.
Mine did 54.
Well, should have
Kicked
thrown
him
it
in
a
the
little later.
You want to just put? I don't know. Never mind. Nothing's working.
Oh, dude.
We need nades A, and we gotta stay on site on A.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Let's
put
just,
pit.
let's just give them mid and let them have porch.
There we go. Now he's
Play one
thinking.
graveyard, one pit. I'll play site.
There you go.
If they come arch, we'll hear them.
Early needs B.
They smoke top mid.
Laying
Fall
down
back when you have to. Purple.
Yo, they're rushing up middle. All like 4 of them.
I'll anchor B, yellow, you rotate. One up car.
Oh, just come here. Bombs here. Bombs here. Trust me,
One is
come on,
lurking, car.
Oh, he's out arch.
CT.
I need you guys to stay alive on A.
Really? Why? Why? Why did he... Okay, that's cool. Okay.
I'm peeking banana with a scout.
I made a
You guys ever
fatal
peek
error.
banana?
Oh, we're forcing, alright.
What on?
This
Yeah,
last
last
round.
round.
It's last round, posse.
Yeah.
I looked at my mini map and the guy peeked as I looked away.
Well,
One deep mid. Flashing again, wait.
Throwing flashbang.
I'm stuck on you.
they have B, by the way.
2 mid.
He's 1 HP, you got a... Purple? They rushed up banana. What the heck was that?
I'm literally so over this game right now. Dude.
Me
What
too.
was that? He's body blocking me, stopped me from peeking. And then he...
Front sight.
one of them's 1 HP.
Like, I can't even see
They
it.
got 2 of us through the smoke. Fuck.
Nice try,
Yeah,
guys. Yo, purple, what were you? Never mind, doesn't matter.
I was blind. So,
We need,
That's
this
happening.
we need to have a good pistol
He
strat
wasn't
right now.
blind, he was... he was ran all the way
We need
back,
to
Arch.
resound, like, badly.
Okay, I agree, Poochie.
It's 8-7. What are
Really
you
good
talking
analysis.
about?
That's a CT-sided map, that's what he's talking about.
I-
And even
I
though it's
get
8 to
it, it's
7, they
funny.
like have just crushed us the last couple of rounds.
Yeah, it's just funny.
Alright, guys, here's the strat. POS 51, alright? You are going to go alt mid with Plasticono and Poochie. Me and Onacer are rushing banana. We're going to pull a bunch of rotates over. You guys go alt mid apartments to A. Alright, let's go, Seth. We're Bonsai rushing B. You guys go A.
Got it, buddy.
With the bomb.
Yeah, go
You
apps.
guys-
Say, you
Alright.
guys are going A. We're hitting B early, and then
Okay, are
Seth-
we walking?
yeah, I don't care, dude. We're hitting B. We're gonna pull some
walk
rotates
all the
over.
way up, everyone. Walk. Does not. Don't stop.
2 banana. 2 banana. Vamonos!
They're nuts.
All mid.
how are they not dead?
Body armor. Alright. Mac 10 rush. Go, go, go. Banana. I believe.
I got a plan. Everyone buy Mac 10s, and we are rushing all mid, then we're going to mid, we're going back to banana. The guy is gonna rush banana when they see us all mid.
No,
Okay.
they're gonna rush down middle again.
Well, then we'll kill them too. Let's go.
Yeah, do it up, bro. I believe
Rush
in
all
you.
mid.
I'm just gonna go alt
Or
mid.
not, or don't rush all mid. That's cool too.
I'm so sorry. 1 banana. Dead. 1 more banana.
Rush this guy.
Alt mid, alt mid.
I have a smoke for CT. Smoke yourself. Don't commit. Don't commit. Fall back away.
Damn it.
I'm on my way to you, dude. Wait!
All mid. Behind the.
And he kills me through the smoke. I'm so fucking over this game right now.
Probably should save.
Rush banana.
They play one there. One in the
Oh,
back
that's Nate.
throwing util. That might have been a... One boiler.
Dead.
Nice.
Another one.
Well, he
Corner.
has an MP9, I'm not peeking that. Are we peeking it?
I'm helping this guy mid. One more probably pushing up all right now. The Supero guy. The smoke right here.
So who's got armor and more health than me?
Nobody has
Not
armor,
me.
but
I got the bomb.
I have 100 health, I
There's
guess.
an M4 behind that thing. M4 behind car. Toss me dog, toss me dog. 3v3, we doing this?
I'm just
go out.
holding
I'm holding
coffins.
CT right now.
Smoking CT.
He's on top oranges.
Yeah, well.
Unlucky, I did 99 to him.
You need to take a sec.
Do they ever peek mid?
Yes, every round.
Okay, I'm holding it with an op.
Ooh, 2 of us have ops, I
I'll
like it.
hold the bedroom push.
Gonna go banana.
Do it up, Poochie. I'll molly your car for you, bro. Actually, I'm gonna flash you in. You molly the car. I'll flash you in. Flashed you in, bro.
I'm smoke. I got him through smoke.
Flashing you in again, Poochie.
Nothing bedroom. I'm grabbing bomb.
Soaking off CT fast. Mollying new box.
Alright, everyone go out, clear everything.
Bonsai! I already smoked
Holding
CT, bro.
I just pushed all mid. I'm smoking grenade.
Orange is dead.
Coffin still. Push out, push out, push out.
I'm in construction, holding your back church. One flank.
Playing safe.
Are we both watching the same thing?
I'm watching
There
coffins.
was at least one banana. Counterflash.
I think they're both banana. I'm
Maybe.
pretty sure they're both.
I'm flashing.
I don't see anything.
I hear them both. One
Okay.
ran away, one's still here. Everyone go construction.
Dude, if I didn't grab the bomb when I did, they were gonna fucking catch me. That was like really scary.
Anybody need a drop? There you go, Pooch. I got you, bro.
Thanks, bro.
No problem, man.
I'm gonna hold bedroom push again. They seem like they're pretty frisky.
That's hot, dude.
I thought so. I actually didn't even realize the pun I just made there. God damn it. I'm fucking upset with myself.
I love one cross.
One bedroom.
One push all mid.
One banana. Can you flash me in? Flash me in.
Two bedroom. Two bedroom.
I'm so fucking blind.
There's 3 on A. We should probably go.
They threw a decoy B.
I think
I'll
they
smoke
might have pushed
CT.
Mid, be careful.
Soaking CT. Did you smoke CT?
Oh yeah, they pushed mid.
Okay, well. We're 3 here. Flashing us in. Flashing again. Flashing again. Whoops. Coffins 1. Mid pillar. Mid pillar. Dead. One is coffins. Reloading.
Boosted CD. Boosted.
Do you have
We're
more
getting out.
smokes? Do you have
No, I
smokes?
just threw mine behind it. One was like.
CT dead. One more was
Go, go, go,
CT.
go.
One
Let's
more
go,
was
CT.
CT.
I'm mollying coffee. Go, go, go. Someone hold CT. With
Okay.
AK hold CT.
Could be
It's probably
backside as well.
flanking. One, new box, new box, new box. Why are we not shooting him?
Dead.
Nice. I was flanking. You heard him.
What? Holding banana. Dead.
Nice shot.
No, nice job, man.
Thanks.
They fucking pushed bedroom like I thought they would, and then I missed my shot.
Drop for you, Seth.
Thank you.
Do you get 1,000 FPS for Crossfire?
did get
Crossfire
Didn't
is
get
capped at
50,
200 FPS, so I had constant 200.
Let's go.
I only have like 250 FPS right now. I don't know why. Don't know why.
One cross, we both mid.
They have banana control. Can you scope it fast? Up mid.
Pushing mid.
One dead. One probably banana.
One apps, TF.
Holding banana, holding banana.
Did you kill him?
I hit
One
him.
dead. Bedroom.
One-
TFs, TFs still. Still TFs. Close to you, Seth.
One's hit banana, I'm running back.
One TFs.
Go away, we have bomb planted, don't let him die.
He's not gonna die, bro. He's a legend.
That's the guy.
Dead
The last
TFs.
one low, last one's low.
Was he banana? Last guy?
He was on B with a deagle.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
That was it.
Do you want this op?
No, I already got one.
Oh god. Okay. Who?
How do I hit him at 84 if he's
There you go.
holding car with an op? I don't get it.
Wall shot. Did I see the new
Oh.
cash remake? I
even
did.
If it should still kill him. It was in the chest.
Oh, I don't know, dude. Wall shot. That's my only.
Sorry.
That's all I got for you, dude. Oh no.
Got him. That was a nice shot. What the hell?
Probably
Let's go
close
to the corner,
banana.
I'm gonna peek him.
Can you flash me? Can you flash me in? Not quite what I meant, but we're doing it.
Should be clear.
They flashed
Sorry,
in?
blue.
They counter flashed, guys.
There's one top mid.
One's coming through CT, we should go down.
Coffins.
One's peeked on the phone, down, behind the smoke.
Yep, two on site, two back site. Oh, on fountain still.
We gotta
What?
go with him, guys.
That's a bad
Whoever has the
smoke.
AK has to go.
There's a
One
guy
second,
one way
second
in
artist,
fountain,
second
in one
artist.
way. Fountain, one way. He's just sitting on top of fountain.
Where is he, dude? Oh my
He's just-
god.
I'm stuck.
Just wait for.
Yeah.
They're playing like 3 or 4 on B. We should just go A fast, yeah?
Yeah, just run up mid with nades and AKs.
The grain was unnecessary. Alright,
So you.
it's all good.
He's only gonna get one of us then.
Honester. Apartments. Attack! Bonsai!
I don't need it where I'm going.
Bonsai! Do we normally throw that Molotov?
No. Well, sorry, yes.
Attack! Attack! Don't stop! Don't stop!
I think we have A. I'm planning back corner,
Pick
safe
clear.
corner.
Pick clear.
I'm holding your apps!
Hover's graveyard going us
Smoking.
around. Oh, it didn't plant.
One library.
Two moto.
Rush,
Lane?
he's
One
up
lane.
middle on our side. Boiler.
One lane. Porch. Nice.
Let's try.
Dude, this kid said library. He's hella cute.
Oops.
It's adorable. It's so adorable.
He said library, and then the guy who was trying to call lane called arches.
Oh.
These guys keep throwing the alt mid smoke.
Yo, Poochie, how old are you, dude?
15. Oof.
Oh my god. He's adorable.
What?
I'm just curious, dude. You're playing really good for your age. 3 nades B, 4 nades B, 4 rushing B.
Bro, I'm running out of A. Bring bombs. Oh my god. No. Okay.
Of course.
Just stay and fight with them. Don't let them get the guns. Uno mas. El final.
Oh
The last guy's there as well?
Bomb, dude. He's hitting tree.
He has an AK now, presumably.
Oh no. Oh my god. No way.
How does that happen?
That was definitely not the play.
Hell yeah.
Sucked less.
Alright, dude.
Good
Can I get a drop?
You know, we all just our
Seth?
hearts all just stopped.
Can I get a drop?
I got you.
Thank you. Alright, I'm rushing banana. I'm gonna kill everybody on B. Follow me, por favor.
I'm
I
holding
got bomb.
bedroom.
Someone flash me in over the wide wall to the left.
Flashing.
One here, close.
I just hit an
One
8.
peeked bed.
1 HP? What? 2? One more on B, 1 HP. 1 HP on B. He's not CT, he's on B site. 1 HP. 2 on B
What's
now.
going on, dude?
2B, 1 CT, 1 site.
Can you just bring one back? Oh my
Dude, that gun
3 on B.
fake, bro.
We tell him 3 on B.
3 on B.
god. Why do we go
That
B?
was the 1 HP guy. DE Shrek. I mean, I liked it. I think that it's, you know, having the greenery, like the overgrown feeling is, I know it's good. It's good to have color variants. Nice
I
try.
didn't see him.
I did
Boosted.
95.
We don't have to go B when we see 3 guys B. Running up A works, we should probably just do it again.
Alright, let's do it pistol style. Go, go, go.
Someone buy a smoke and SMG if you have money. All we have to do is get bomb down. Oh, they're all
Here we go,
full
guys.
buy. Oh,
Oh
my
no.
god.
Alright, we should go slow, let Poochie kill everybody. They could be pushing on mid, guys, care.
There's one banana.
Nice.
Take A, take A.
Flashing pit.
Throw in a flashbang.
Chill, dude, they're probably flanking you, banana.
I am throwing a flashbang.
I left, I'm going our spawn. 2 are on. Okay, where's the bomb? Where was he? Arch side mid 1. I'm gonna jump. Let's go quick.
I am throwing smoke.
Can be pit probably.
Yeah, our side.
Big pit. Big pit. Nice try.
Let's play it slow. This guy likes to rush mid. This guy likes to peek banana. Just wait.
Let's go, let's go. Flashbang.
1 boiler. They threw a decoy mid.
He's cheating. I can't. He just running once at me across spoiler, across the doorway.
Balk. Dead. Watching your banana
One
push.
coming behind us, one coming.
I'm watching banana.
Okay, where does this?
Where do you
fucking
mean behind
gun
us? Where? Donde? Where is
Smoke.
where is behind us?
Banana. Wait, no, he's arch. He's arch side. Arch side off.
Okay, I'm off banana.
Smoked. Right.
Fire.
Resmoking. Smoking moto. Maybe.
Through the smoke.
I smoked moto, guys. We gotta push up. On site. And pit. One on site with an op, 1 pit.
Yeah, I'm.
Why did you not buy armor? What?
Yeah.
Yo, obrigado,
I don't know why
Mikael.
I play this game.
Dear God, he's having an existential crisis.
Final match point, guys. Buy up. Match point. Poochie, match point. Yeah. Purpura. Alright, good. You got that AK, bro? I believe in you.
He's gonna peek bedroom again.
I hear him bedroom.
They threw a decoy mid.
Pushing, pushing, pushing. He's on top of the stairs.
Dead
now.
mid 1.
He's 50 HP and app.
Peeked mid!
Off that.
Thank you!
I got a good trade. One still live 50 and a half.
What
You
is
can
he
probably take it and win.
watching?
If you run out with CZ, you
Gah.
can beat him. I'll be right there behind you. Give me a second.
Pretty sure they're stacking to
I'm right
A.
here. Run at A right now, both of you.
Pretty
Keep
sure
up,
they're gonna
okay,
be
I'm gonna stay
like
balcony right
doubling A.
Throwing smoke.
Falling pit.
Throwing fire.
He's probably pit. He's still at pit. Moto,
I ate that shot straight to the fucking head.
Yeah, the moment you turn the corner, he got you.
Yeah. Oh, he was still spraying. I should.
Purple
maybe I
and
shouldn't have peeked
orange,
into
will
the
you drop
spray. I just-
AKs? Will you drop 2
Yeah.
AKs? Thank you.
Only if you call
Here.
me sexy Papi Chulo.
Do we have enough
Nah.
guns?
Heck yeah, no, not really. It's all good.
Throwing a flashbang.
Got enough guns to win, bro.
Molotov. I am throwing a grenade.
What? Just
Oh
what just happened? Did you not even shoot him?
You have no.
no!
Throwing
Oh, you guys double nade it?
Good grenade, amigos.
fire.
Soaking coffins.
2 push, no mid, 2 push.
Oh, that's
Alright,
easy.
man.
Easy B then. Let's go, smoke up CT,
Go
someone.
B, go B, go B.
Yeah, someone smoke
Shoot me,
CT.
boost, shoot me. I'm smoking the back. Let's go.
Throwing smoke.
They're not
Smoke
gonna
coffin?
Run on site.
Oh.
Max.
First orange is dead.
That's CT. That's one CT. I'm holding the back.
There are 3 alive. One
Yeah,
dead
no,
CT.
and we know 2 of them are mid.
No, lies! 1 more coffins!
I am throwing a flashbang.
Coffins
Am I close
last.
to it? Okay, not me.
Throwing fire.
Wait, what?
Well, it's
I'm
not like
upset.
Stay coffins. Everybody knew he was there.
Can I get a drop purple?
I got you.
I can drop a Galil if we need.
Okay, never mind, I got a
He's
drop.
got you.
Are we all good?
He's got-
Alright.
Yeah, we're all good.
I'm holding the mid push or mid peak.
I'm never listening to these noobs again. Nunca. That's not
They
never.
could push
but-
hold again. They're gonna be on you though, probably. Maybe,
I got
don't
the guy
they?
mid opping. Yeah, nah.
I'm with you, Poochster.
I'm holding the op. He's not getting. Great, grab the op. Left side mid. He grabbed the op.
Okay, we're getting apps control.
There's 1 app.
I'm gonna flash apps.
Could be left. Oh, I'm really blind.
No, I said it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Left
it's
side
all good.
mid.
Flashbang.
Could be deep apps, bro. Holding it.
Can someone resmoke?
No, I got no utility.
I can. Give me a second.
Don't blue, don't.
Molotov.
Oh my god, right side.
If we trade him, I smoked arch.
Dead sight
Trade
one.
him porch. Trade him porch.
That was porch. That was porch. Flashing sight. Okay.
Falling
Go
mid
shot.
pit.
We have A. We should have A now.
No. Pit dead. Now we have A.
Holding arch. Nice. Hold mid. Purple. Hold mid.
I got bomb
Plant
down.
bomb default. I got whatever.
Planning it safe, not default.
Okay.
Flashing, flashing arch.
Throwing a flashbang.
Holding here.
He's good.
Oh, opping arch.
Arch. Moto. Nice.
One for
No,
OT.
we are not playing this. Hell
Yeah,
no.
we are, baby.
I'm getting off this game.
I don't know if you are, dude.
Oh no, I'm getting off.
Vote 2, vote
Like,
2,
listen, I'm
please.
not playing, so.
Oh my god.
my god. I gotta go. I gotta go eat dinner.
That's unlucky for us, I guess.
It'll still be warm when you get
The
finished,
hell are
buddy.
you guys voting for, knowing I couldn't play?
Come on.
Dude, my dinner is ready, bro. I don't know if I can play this
Mathematically,
out.
one of you guys had to say yes.
I mean, I'm not saying I didn't say yes.
Yeah, one
Oh,
of
I
you,
definitely
yeah.
said yes.
At least 5 of you had this.
I like your mentality, Poochie. You're my favorite
Yes,
player on
I
this
will.
team, and Honestly is a good friend of mine. You're my favorite.
Yo.
He just looked at you, by the way.
Oh my god, we lost.
Oh, you're gonna make me sit here and let my Popeyes get cold.
Without remorse.
Dude, who has cold Popeyes? That sounds really awful. I'm so sorry.
Throwing fire.
One's smokes mid. They mollied and double naded, but
One left side, mid.
Pouring apps push.
holding car. I hit a car.
Nice,
Top
bro. You wanna
Killed
just?
me, we killed one.
Okay, I'll smoke coffins. Smoke CT, someone.
One push tap.
I'm really blind. Did you smoke CT? Flashing sight. They'll be blind. Oh, I'm blind.
Go out. Everyone
Ah!
has to go out. Everyone has to go out. Just go. Just go. Just go. One's gonna be sight. If everyone goes, he's not gonna kill all of them.
Orange is dark, dark, dark. 1 HP dark. 1 HP dark.
He's dead dark.
Nice. Did Poochie see the last guy? Did Poochie see the last guy? Did he actually call? Dude,
Not that I know.
he's adorable, Canilla. He's 11 years old. That's amazing.
I
Dude,
was
you guys are
holding
insane.
the apps push, and then you guys all went banana, so I looked behind me real quick to make sure they weren't pushing mid. And
Fatal
I
mistake.
turned back around
Alright.
just in time to get shot.
Fatal mistake.
Daddy.
You realize how
Fucking
hungry
hell.
I am?
Yo, you know what I got
so
in front of me?
hungry.
Chili Fritos.
I'm going up alt mid with bomb. YOLO.
Hopping car. I can't take him. I'm peeking. I don't care.
He's holding it.
I just shot through him,
That's the
dude.
first time I've seen him hold that.
I just shot right through him.
One was an apps, dude.
Nice.
You just saw.
That
You
was
just saw.
Where? Where?
You just saw one.
Damn.
Nice try.
Let's try.
Did a really good try.
Let's not all die banana now.
Why not, dude? It's fun.
On you, I died apps. No.
I think I should have ran sight there. One boiler.
I think I lagged him. Maybe not. Once he's going, he's gonna peek.
Oh, he's holding on.
Nice.
I'm half. One on B. 1 HP B. Every time. 1 HP on B.
What's pushing mid?
B is 1 HP.
I can smoke CT. I'm doing it.
I'm not doing so hot.
Just go. Just run. Literally, just run. Don't worry about nades. Just go.
It's okay, Seth.
I don't even, the worst part is I don't even feel like I'm making bad choices.
shot me 'cause of
I'm
smoke.
just like
He's
not
on
winning.
B still. What
So
the?
they just tried to plant without clearing anything. I don't know about that one.
Dang. I kept doing 90 to those guys. My bursts were not connecting. My like 4th and 5th bullets. And yeah, they didn't clear the site every single round. That's how we lost half of our rounds on B.
I just
Elo hell,
do you
man.
you just like getting shot in the back.
I mean, the thing is, you don't. In order to rank up and play with good people, you don't have to be good enough to like play with those people. You have to be good enough to carry yourself to those people.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I mean, you just get like people like this. No offense, like they're fragging well,
Yeah.
but
Pucci and I are gonna play on A. Someone else can come if they want.
okay. Purple, play B with me, bro. Purple, play B with me, bro. We got this, dog.
I feel like I said, I don't feel like I'm making bad choices. I just need to hit a shot.
And sometimes that is the problem. One deep, one up car, 2 up car.
One's apps. Nice, well done.
Smoking
Nice
out.
shot, purple.
They flashed over B.
One out A.
Flashing
He's in
over B.
boiler right now.
Turn purple. Nice, dude.
Boiler. I'd like to hit him. He's hitting boiler.
Bomb down.
Maybe not.
Last guy there. Nice. Yo, Plasticono. Good job, bro. Clutch.
Guys, I just want to point out I almost made it back to even.
Let's go, POS.
I just want to point out I had like 6 kills before I disconnected, so I'm not actually on 4, I swear.
Go nade down with me.
That's
Like long nade.
Yep.
Throwing fire. Smoke.
one up B.
I'm rotating.
They're not committed yet.
Alright, I'll play
They
arches
flashed mid.
just so I can quick rotate.
One's in apps right now. They smoked arch. They're coming out of A, I think. They smoked porch too.
Smoke B.
They smoked both sides.
Throwing flashbang.
One more
Nice.
there. Nice.
Alright, killed one mid, I'm falling back, I'm lit.
One's in apps.
One was car. One B.
Nice job. One's boiler. I'm holding it.
4v2.
Blue, are you,
I'm in library.
can you hold out? Can you hold?
Throwing fire.
One's still in apps.
Throwing flashbang.
They could be wrapping you green.
Nah, I believe in you.
Blue, you can go B. Just run right now. It's fine. Don't worry.
Splashes A or B.
Alright, they're
You
not
know what I mean?
wrapping you.
One dead.
Nice shot. It's fine.
Dead.
Nice
Molly?
job, guys. Good
Nice
round.
job.
Ah!
Bro, these porch boosts are so OP.
I
There's
got
like
one.
10 different stocks
Final
you can
round,
set on top
guys. Rebuy your armor and all that stuff.
of. Oh wow, you're rich. You survived every round.
Come on, chop chop. Throwing smoke. Deploying
I'm
flashbang.
waiting for your shot, purple, and I'm mollying the moment you shoot.
One here close.
Smoking A. They smoke porch. They smoke porch.
I smoked Valk.
They smoke CT.
They could be out arch right now.
Yellow's on arches.
They're not up.
Bad molly B. Smoke B. Nade B.
Smoke
Flash
smoke
B.
faded. Go B.
Opera B. One. I'm peeking off your shot, purple.
Killed one in boiler.
Flashing off.
Oh, he's up already.
Two there.
Damn it.
Guys, literally worst timing ever right there, man.
Dude, what is he?
Bob's
Fuck?
there, right?
Unknown. Unknown.
I'm staying here. Oh, you're Ezra.
Oh.
GG,
I'm gonna help you
guys.
win this.
Your game's
Your
good.
game is- My Popeyes is waiting for him.
Woo!
I cannot believe I just won that. What a fucking loser. I should not have won that.
It happens, dude. Oh, I ranked back up to B. Let's go. Do you wanna do another one?
Sure.
Alright.
Hell yeah, see, I was actually on 11, not 6.
Let's go, Seth. Yes. Here, one sec. I'm gonna get rid of.
Oh my god, I had 36 ADR. Ugh. That was a brutal game.
Wait, one sec. It like forced me to load into. Counter Strike. Can't. Ah.
My auto warm up got turned back on apparently.
Yeah, it's like a set thing.
Yeah, but I'd already turned it off. Turned it off once.
Weird.
Well, I guess I gotta warm up.
I guess. I guess so. Alright, I'll be right back. Getting some water and use the bathroom. I'm back.
Welcome.
So, kind of funny story. Today I was at a family gathering, and I was asked if I was a high school student. Not really family, like family friends, family friends. We were watching the Colts game, and someone there was like, "Oh, are you in high school? Which high school are you going to?" I was like,
That's funny. Thanks.
yeah.
Did you hear that? I need help.
Do you just hear the bots breathing? Ugh. Like that.
No.
I literally just hear that over and over in the warm up. Like,
You might have to disable bot sounds. I don't know. That sounds awful.
It was interesting for sure. Do you know the cooking recipe whatever network Bon Appetit?
What's it called?
It's just called Bon Appetit.
No. What about it though?
Well, they do some like fun videos. They do like a bunch of videos on like how to cook certain things, but they do some fun videos. This video is called "Every Way to Cook a Steak." They did that with like potatoes and eggs too. And they do like a whole bunch of stuff, like cook eggs on an iron.
Yeah.
The how to cook a steak video. The thumbnail has a smoothie. They
Yeah.
turned a steak into a smoothie.
Hey, Rich.
That sounds disgusting.
You're on the other
That
team,
sounds
fucking rad.
absolutely terrifying.
Dude, I hope I am too. I'm literally gonna fuck you.
I'm gonna fucking shit on you,
No,
bro.
you aren't.
I'm literally gonna fucking dog shit on your fucking neck, you fat bitch.
You fucking wish.
Did you just call yourself a dog, dude?
Oh,
I'm gonna fucking fuck you doggy style, just like you like it.
That's kind of hot. So, here, one sec. Speaking of making eggs in weird ways, we have this Pampered Chef thing, and it lets you cook scrambled eggs in less than 2 minutes. What you do is you put however many eggs in, and it's a minute in the microwave per egg, and then you just put in like a teaspoon of milk, mix it up, and microwave it. Any cheese or like salt that you want to add in, you just add in as well. It's like this designed, yeah, it's really sick. It's like the shape of it and the
Good luck, idiot.
shape of it and stuff makes it really easy to cook the eggs.
No.
fuck you.
I'm not trying to
I
fucking
love-
play
I
with
love
you. I
Pampered
kicked
Chef.
you for a reason. Fuck me, bro.
Dude,
I can't get
a
back
microwave
in
oven is technically an oven.
TeamSpeak. No, I'm not gonna get back in TeamSpeak. Fuck you. He's right clicked, I believe. What up, DNC?
Oh god, we suck.
Bro,
I
so
whipped.
who,
He's long.
Bro, so who was on the team when I tried out for you guys? It was like Apathy and fucking like
Dude,
Soba?
I don't even talk to none of those guys no more.
Who was it? Was it Soba?
Yeah, he was the only cool one, but he turned out to be a dick too.
Yeah, but he's good.
He's a good opper. He's not a good decision maker.
Hell yeah.
It's okay, guys. Nobody at our level is a good decision
We
maker.
got Tizzy, bro. We're gonna win this.
Fuck Tizzy.
I don't know, we got Roots on our team.
I'm about to troll and make you fucking lose.
But guys, please
Please
don't troll. This is my way to get out of C.
Excuse me?
What?
Get out of what?
What? Yeah, I got the kit. I'm gonna go toward B.
I'm gonna play B with you.
Alright.
That heavy sigh, dude. We should probably have 3B
I'm
early,
pushing
yeah?
mid.
Get this over
Oh, okay.
I'm pushing mid.
I believe in you, bro. Not like a lot, but like enough for you to win the round. Flashing tunnels. Leaving you, Seth.
Alright, they're cheating. GG.
Oh, they have cat? You have 2 up cat, 2 up cat. 1 Xbox still, 2 up cat. 3 up cat. 1 mid doors, dinked mid doors, went back lower. Flashing cat.
Out long.
Oh, he dropped. Pit. He's blind. 3 long. At least 4 side. There's a kit in my body, CT. Nice try.
Your accuracy is nuts.
What's that?
You guys want to buy round 4 or round 3?
We're buying next.
Yep.
Oh, that's not like you, Ritz.
Shut the fuck up.
You always for a second round.
Nobody spotted lower. They could be rushing B.
They're gonna rush A because he saw everybody cross.
I didn't see anyone spotting.
Nobody spotted though.
Yes, there was definitely guys spotting.
1 Suns.
Just one.
He's
Dead.
dead. He's dead.
1 more deep.
Idiot.
Mid.
He's got a deagle. Dead, dinked. And mid doors, 2.
Oh, they're on B.
Alright, we got this.
2. One of the guys is 1
Somebody
HP on B.
mid.
Boost me, come here.
No, they
Boost me,
abandoned us.
you little fucking rat.
Dude, I can't run.
These are like,
You're gonna get fucked.
probably like, I would say, probably A players. So they're just being toxic to be toxic.
You're welcome.
You guys are on TeamSpeak. Tell him the last guy after this is 1 bullet.
Whatever.
No, he won't join TeamSpeak with me.
That hits on
Okay.
lane.
Nice try,
If we
dude.
didn't queue together, we'd also load.
Yeah, I wish you didn't.
I got your
wish you
mid
didn't fucking queue.
I got your mid smoke.
Don't even.
Pretty sick for a full
Yeah,
eco.
just smoke it.
There's spawn 1.
Holy fuck.
Did you
dude.
up?
Yes.
Quit dying first.
Yo, shut
One
the
up, cat.
fuck up, Tizzy.
First round.
One up, cat.
in this one.
They're pressuring mid. 1 out mid doors.
Throw up cat, dude. 2, 3.
2 up cat, 1 dinked.
This kid legitimately SG one tapped me from fucking
What do you say to
spawn
save in
to
blue?
mid doors. Legitimately
Yeah,
just one
save
tap.
in
Did-
blue.
I'm gonna kill like 4
Just
of them.
one fucking bullet, bro.
Unlucky.
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
He's 1 tapping you. That was the guy who I dinked.
What?
You fucking suck.
Nice try, Tiz.
Thank
Was
you.
it though? I don't think so.
No, thank you.
Maybe if you bought a kit, you could have won that.
Dude, I hit him 4 times. What? 59 only.
You want to force up since 4v5 or?
No,
I can
Oh,
drop
he's
a
back.
rifle.
He's back.
no.
Okay.
Just buy next.
I got you, dude. Smoking up
He
mid
usually
doors.
forces every round, so this is weird.
Flashes B.
Flash B.
1 more B. 2 more B. 1 more B. Dead. Nice.
Another
Maybe 1 more.
Long, he's out.
Guns down
He's
B, guys.
just sitting there. He's long, he's out
I
though.
know.
Seth has a kid. Call, you have a kid as well, so they can come get the guns.
I have a kit if you guys want to come grab his
I
guns.
just need a gun, bro.
Clear, it's clear.
Come get a gun, Tiz. You gotta stay
Do we
B.
have-
You gotta
do we
stay
have
B.
bomb?
No,
No, we don't. We don't.
you gotta stay on B.
Yep, yep. I was protecting you since you were throwing guns.
They They can only come cat on you, Tiz. I'm watching long in mid.
Okay.
Just literally play fucking on site where they can't see you until they're
Up cat, up cat.
Back.
okay.
Both.
One's tagged, one
One went back to mid. Careful, careful, Seth. One went back to mid. He turned last second. I don't know if he's committing, but
I'm going cat.
Okay. He's on site default.
One
Should be 1
HP.
HP. 1 HP. There's an knockdown goose.
Alright,
well played, Seth.
thank you.
Good round, guys.
Oh, I hit them both once. But I hit the same guy twice.
Yo, Seth, can I get that drop?
Yeah, give me a. Oh, are you opping mid or no?
Trade. Sorry.
Okay.
Do you wanna? Okay, we're double upping. Alright, I'll go A. I'll go A.
Sorry.
You scope the mid, Tiz. I'll go A long. Oh, never mind. Oh, 3 ups. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dead mid.
Nice.
Watching your left side, cat rush. One rush, cat.
There's another one. Just don't even peek him, bro. He's gonna push mid. He's pushing mid.
Yep, I mollied it.
He's out. He's out. He's out pushing.
Nothing B.
Nothing out mid. They're flashing out. Smoked up CT,
Mid to
one.
B.
I'm blind. Can see. I'm watching your mid push. Just hold B, Seth. Nobody's mid. One tunnels, 2 tunnels. Can we get a rotate? 2 were tons. 1 was mid doors. Close. He smoked CT again.
He's close still. Cat.
Xbox 1 just jumped up to cover cat. Xbox 1.
Nothing B still.
You smoking mid? Oh my god. Xbox 1, last guy Xbox toward cat. He's stuck. Dead.
Nice.
Alright, good
job.
drop.
I'm good.
You prefer the SG DNC? Oh, never mind.
No, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. I dropped you.
I'll smoke up the mid cross, dude.
I only have 1 kill, but
Nothing mid, nothing mid. Care B rush or A long.
long looks clear.
They smoked up deep mid.
They're
Punch lower.
Xbox 1, Xbox 1. They bought. 2 mid, 2 mid. Flashing mid, 1 more mid. I flashed it. He was behind Xbox. Could have gone back lower tons.
flashing.
Dead.
Nice.
One of them had an AK or something. Or is that you?
Yes. No, he had an AK.
Okay. What the hell? What was that by? Everybody saved by him?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Make sure you
Pugs.
guys are smoking mid.
Yep, I got you.
DNC, go along with Tizzy. You guys gotta fight long. I'll come with you.
Oh, I bumped. No smoke. What the fuck? Pathing.
I saw one
I'm
spot.
on it.
One there.
Smoke that shit. I'm gonna hold cat.
Nothing up cat yet.
Okay.
One top mid with a scout.
There, a bunch of them are long. Just keep holding cat. Make sure they can't go.
They can come cat now. They can come cat. I had to back off.
Alright. Stay long.
Out
stay
mid.
long.
Dead. Bomb down mid.
Purple's got it.
Bomb mid. Bomb mid.
Flashing mid.
Long tons.
Right side mid.
One more mid.
Dead mid.
Last guy.
He's dead.
Okay. Nice. Bomb down still. Nice. Yeah, I got tagged by the scout once I started watching it.
I threw my smoke and then saw.
Yo,
on
what's up,
minimap that
Kent?
There were like 2 or 3 long. I was like,
I'll smoke up the mid cross.
Same thing long.
They saved that round. They could have ops. Okay. I feel like it's gonna be a fast cat. Okay.
Smoke it.
Flash mid. Flash mid again.
I'm holding mid.
there's one back tons.
They smoked up mid
Smoke
again.
Mid to be. Flashing mid.
Flashing mid again.
One back guns. I'm
Yo, boost me,
slightly.
Come here. Boost.
Nobody's out CT yet.
Okay. They're out now.
One dead, one more.
Okay, I'm good.
He's close on the smoke.
I just got sniped through the smoke, dude. 2 more out mid.
Carry B, Seth. Carry B.
Out mid. Going B.
They're out.
Let's get probably B, Seth.
Last guy was guns.
Unknown.
Bomb is down CT. Yo, tell this guy to watch his mid doors.
I
CT.
shot! He's CT.
Bro, he's not CT. Oh, maybe he is. Never mind.
You just killed me from there, what do you mean?
Yeah, but he could have crossed mid.
The A long flank.
Yeah.
No, you didn't shoot on my screen.
I think that's the 5 million IQ play.
That's about all I got. I only have 4.
I saw the bullet too, I just, like, I don't know how the fuck it missed.
Also, I really needed to hold my fucking gun there, hold my trigger there, because I could have gotten 3 instead of 1.
There's no way he watches this.
I shot way too early. No, this is expected.
Just in case he's on cat right now.
Go ASP planning.
100% expected. Wait, what? No.
Nice,
No
Seth.
way. No fucking way. I can't believe that shit.
It's that silencer, bro. He had no idea. He was
He's like,
dazed
"Where's
and
it coming
confused.
True.
Dazed and confused, bro. Yo, good
Buy
clutch,
me an
Seth.
op, Green. Can you buy me an op? Nice job. Thanks.
What rank are you guys? Out of curiosity.
He's
Interesting.
not A+.
Smoking up mid cross.
Exposed.
You're only saying that because you wish you were A+, you B+ bot.
Watching
an
your early
A+
cat
more
rush?
than you have.
No, you haven't.
2 up cat.
Wait, they're
Yeah,
cat?
definitely.
Okay.
They could be rushing mid. One tunnels.
Smoke me to B.
If I mollied it.
Can you molly cat?
2 mid.
Understood.
2 mid. 1 out mid in the smoke. Cross CT right side. 1 top CT flanking you B. They're splitting you. In sight from B window.
He's on set.
Did
Nice
I
try.
kill anybody?
Oh, I was hitting through the box. I did 65
That
and
can't happen. What is going on? They're taking mid?
Yeah, I need a second guy CT who can flash through and play. Once we fall back from long. We're playing 2 heavy
What are they
today.
smoking? What are they smoking? Xbox?
No, yeah, they smoke Xbox early and then they smoke CT full execute once they have Xbox
Alright,
control.
Okay, I'm just pushing mid. Come mid with me.
Yep, got you.
I'm holding
Be long.
tons.
Nice, Seth.
Oh, there's another one. He got ahead of me.
I don't see anything long. Creeping through this
LP.
one.
There's
Numbers?
one on B, at
LP,
least.
LP.
Going their spawn. Let's split tunnels together, Blue. I have smoke 2 I have molly 2 flashes. I can flash you into tunnels, Blue. Flashing. Wait.
Come here, boost me.
He has a scope like tons, I think.
Flashing into it. Wait.
Close. Where?
Close tunnel to your right, on the little box. Close right. Kill him.
Yeah,
Dead. Backside dead.
Sight.
he's car.
Dead. You got it? Alright, sick.
Good shit.
Grab that op backside.
I got you. Do you want an SG instead? It's kind of OP.
No.
We have tons of money. Alright, whatever.
Yeah, you should have picked that up, dude.
Yeah, I know, but I said no, bruh.
We don't have tons of money.
I mean, we had enough. Doesn't matter, it's all good. Oh, Tizzy, we could have dropped for you, dog. Smoking up the mid cross. Carry your A long fight.
Hopping mid, left side, man. Out long.
Nice.
Nice pick. Scoping the cat rush.
Two. Both long.
Nothing upper tons.
They can't be. They're both long.
No, nothing.
Yeah, they can't be B. They have to be A.
Right, yeah.
I'm scoping the fallback.
There's a gap in their smoke.
Bomb down. I have their pushback. They're toward long.
He hasn't
Come up
pushed
toward
too
me,
long
Seth. Come up toward me, Seth. Like, dead.
yet. Sorry, I was holding purple's cross.
Yeah, it's all good. You want that route?
Yeah, thanks.
No problem, bro.
Tizzy, fast cat me.
Soaking up mid-cross.
What do you do?
Autos, or AK mid. Their spawn, maybe SG. Mauling it.
Close mid.
'Kay.
Dead mid.
Bomb?
Bomb.
Yo, keep holding it. I'm coming with you.
Smoke this off, Tiz.
I don't have one.
Dead cat one.
I'm holding the push through B.
Flashing mid. Turn. If you're peeking it, turn. I'm out mid.
One
Watch,
shot mid.
holding your tums.
Boost me over the smoke. Boost me over the smoke. Come here.
Pushing at mid. 1 HP, top mid. 1 HP. Dead. Could be lower. Holding your lower.
Pushing tons.
Tons clear toward long. We
He's
bomb it.
outside long.
I'm not letting him.
He's outside long.
Just hide. Everybody hide. He's outside long. He's not long. Yellow. He's outside long.
Yeah, but he could cross back. You feel? I have the A half cut.
He smoked suicide, and I'm gonna hold upper tons.
I've been watching the cross, he hasn't.
So he's 100% not A long right now, right?
No, he could be.
No, he can't be A long.
Okay, watching
What do
B.
you mean? Yeah, he could.
I'm fucking up here, bro. He can't be here.
He could have went before.
He smoked fucking suicide.
That's
How
why I
can you do
asked.
that from A long?
Suicide
I
is
don't
still
know.
dead.
I just smoke.
Shut up.
I mean, that's why I asked for clarification, guys. It's all good.
Not you, bro. Not
It's
you.
all good. There you go, DNC. Do you want an op instead? Okay, I got you. Throw me that M4 back, please.
What a guy.
Smoking up your mid cross. I got
We're
pumped
winning.
again.
Was one watching the cross?
Careful for your B rush.
Smoke out B. Flash.
I'm blind. Not watching mid.
I'm holding mid.
They haven't come out yet.
Out
There's a-
mid, out mid. Stop fucking running, Tizzy.
Out B, out B, out B. On the jump. Dead one.
Okay.
I got scouted through smoke.
One more here.
One mid.
He's up cat already. He's on site.
Coming toward you, dude. How do you want to retake this?
I don't know.
One unknown. CT dead. Watching the B cross. You got my A, right?
Yep.
Mid dead.
Nice job.
Thanks, dude. Anybody want this up?
Mm-hmm.
There you go, bro. I'll smoke up your mid cross.
Don't even do it. I'm gonna smoke close mid.
Okay. I'm gonna molly early,
Long.
Seth.
Okay.
Leaving EB, flying toward A.
Okay.
Flashing high mid.
Yo, rotate.
One
Blue,
close mid.
rotate.
Carry your cat, Blue. Just carry your cat.
Cat.
Bomb cat.
2 mid. Rotating over. Seth, you gotta watch both, yeah?
Okay.
Oh, he's already up cat, bro. Already with the op on site. 2. Ramp 1 HP, one. One on site, one ramp. Ramp is 1 bullet. Nobody long yet.
Came out. Man.
Looked like a cat plant. Nice try.
He must have hit the god timing on that. Because I checked it before I left.
Seth, will you drop me one FAMAS or something? Or thanks. Did you get armor? Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Soaking up late. Sorry. One right side their spawn. Hopper.
Flash B. Just a flash, nothing else.
They have tunnel control. They're gonna try to execute from Xbox Orange Care. Rotating toward A. I left mid. Can they be long blue?
I'm holding it.
Yep.
YOLO.
CT, probably gonna come into B.
B's clear. No, B's clear.
Yeah.
We're gonna go cat.
Up cat, bruh. Up cat, bro! What are you looking at? What are you doing? My bad, I shouldn't get frustrated. It's my fault. Nice try. My bad for getting frustrated. I just thought the auto shouty goose would be watching cat since I'm posted up long.
No.
Yeah, it's all good.
Honestly, I thought you were yelling at me for a second for not watching it from.
No, it's not your fault, Seth. It's the guy. Whoever was goose was like, he had an auto sniper, and I'm like, okay, I have car, so surely he's gonna like watch the only spot I can die from, and 3 people got up cat without him looking at me or shooting at any of them.
Yeah, I was sitting close to B because they threw the CT smoke, so I didn't want to like watch
Good half case.
as they pushed mid, you know.
Definitely a B rush here.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Just
I assume I heard
mid.
with that smoke they could be executing on mid.
I got smoke for the door.
Do it up, bro.
Green is not watching mid.
That's
My bad.
it's all good. They suck anyway. Backside dead. Door 1.
Lower's clear.
Car
Watch
clear.
Tunnel.
Yeah.
Watch tunnel, somebody. Tunnel.
Seth's already there, bro.
Killed one lower.
Window.
Anchor it, Seth. Anchor that tunnels, yeah.
Window. 2 window.
One lower.
One tons. One tons, one door.
He's up tons.
Let's get tons. Good round, Roots.
Nice job.
Shut up.
Wow,
Nice job, guys.
that hurt my feelings.
I wasn't
Go
talking
B.
to you.
Run B again.
Okay, I'll spot your mid cross. Will you swap me? Swap me, DNC? I have an ump.
I am not going B with an AK.
Do it.
No.
I'm spotting your cross, guys.
Just do it.
No, I'm gonna go lower.
One dead cross.
No, go B.
Nobody else
B,
crossed that I saw. Maybe max one more.
Flashing out.
One out A long. 2 out long. They have my scout and util.
Flashing over.
Is that the most I ever rage? Pretty much. Like obviously, like you get frustrated sometimes, but what can you do? I just was really like keyed in the moment, so it was frustrating.
Alright, Mac 10s and SMGs, you guys are getting my pick long A.
Let's do it, bro. I got that AK.
Actually, no. I'm gonna smoke Xbox. You guys,
Somebody
SMGs.
No, someone come along with me.
SMGs
Come along
go
with me.
cat.
Come along with me,
Flash
someone.
out long.
Yes. We're definitely not going cat, dude. So I'm sorry if you waste it. They flash long.
He's hit.
One dead. Hog down.
Smoke across.
Front smoke. One dead. Could be on site, dude. On site. Dead. One CT.
Elevator.
Both CT.
One mid doors. I'm blind. One was like elevator. One was mid doors.
Nobody's watching your flank.
Mid door. 1.
CT dead, last guy mid doors.
Last guy mid door.
He's probably going to save, dude. Lower tunnels or something.
Yeah, he is.
You cut him off through their spawn.
Cat. He can still go to the bomb, dude. He's
Yeah.
cat. He's fucking trolling.
My bad. When
I have a
nobody was
V-spawn.
watching your flank, I only knew about the guy
He's
mid
trolling
door.
you.
It's all good, dude. I didn't even.
Oh, mid.
It didn't matter.
No, I didn't.
I'm gonna pressure B early. If I don't get the pick, I'm falling back fast and going mid.
Yeah.
Dang, I gotta get better hitting that jump.
3 crossed.
Okay, I'm no longer going out B. I'm gonna pressure mid.
There's one corner with a deagle.
Okay,
B.
they rush B. Close mid, dead.
I got a kill long. I'm gonna. Oh, purple got bomb. Never mind.
Are they in
They can
tunnels?
push B.
Yes, one
I'm
dead
up
tunnels.
A. I don't. We have A.
Long's clear.
Yes.
Out this mid smoke. And the dead.
He's got to be lower.
Watching it. Could have flanked our
I got it.
spawn. Could have flanked our spawn. Lower.
He's lower.
1 HP lower.
How did he get an AK?
The first guy he killed.
Oh, it's Izzy? That's fucking nice.
I only hit him once?
Aggro. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to win you.
Sorry on the bad low 1 HP call. I thought I hit him like 5 times.
Can you drop me an AK, honestly?
I can't. Okay, Seth, you got
Thanks,
him?
man.
Sick.
It's right there. You like that?
Appreciate it, bro.
I'll flash you guys out long if you want to take it.
Yeah, we're going long. Throw one flash. I got
Yep.
the other 2.
Got you. Throwing it on the timing.
I'm just running.
Okay, dude.
Nothing.
We have long ones. Probably pushing at mid. I'm gonna
Just
go.
go
We
long,
got-
dude.
Yeah. We gotta go. Gotta go. Smoke
No,
the
you
cross.
don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
There's
Never
one
mind,
on the
bro.
cross.
Yeah, go slow, dude. Go hold long. On mid dead. That's what we're waiting for. I'm gonna grab this up. Pick the guy mid. No, stay
give me
long.
the up. Give me the up.
Okay, doesn't matter.
We just need to fight mid for a little bit.
Okay, yep. That was. Yep. One guy's about to push
Mid,
long.
Just hold long.
Yep. One guy's about to push long. I'm gonna try to swing on him.
Alright.
Dead.
Nice.
We should go B. Kill the guy
There's one B
tunnels.
player.
Yep. We should go B. Kill the guy
I
tunnels.
think we go cat here, bro.
We should isolate the guy tunnels because if we get the kill,
No. He's
Cat-
B. 1B, 1A. Just walk. We're just gonna walk cat. It's way more open.
I know it's all good. Whatever.
Tunnels.
Yeah.
Let's go B.
Smoking up CT.
Planning. Safe.
Yep. Flashing CT, peeking it. Maybe tons. Scope it, yeah.
Smoking off tons.
CT, mid doors. Mid doors.
He is?
Yep. Done.
Good job.
Alright, you're nuts, but that whole interaction gave me a fucking aneurysm. Let's do this. No, 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 no.
And then do exactly what I said anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it was the right play.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna go long fast. Will you flash me out, Tizzy? Thanks, dude.
No.
He doesn't buy flashes.
That's
I
okay.
don't have enough money.
You're playing fucking nuts right
3,700.
Could be lower.
1B long. 1A long, I mean. One dead, one more. One more. He's at the corner.
Can
I'm
you
blind.
guys get out? Can you guys get out, please?
I'm trying.
One more is at the corner. Could have crossed. Could have crossed. Didn't say anything, Pit. Mollying close. Okay, you got it. Close car, not mollied. Mollying it.
My bad, my bad.
Sight one.
Right,
Holding your box swing.
Just one CT.
Sight on box. Close box. Dead.
Dead, dead, dead.
Bag gap. Left side smoke. Big gap. Holding long. He's cat. Smoking it off. Dead. Anything we want? No. Okay. They forced that round, so we're pretty broke. I'll drop for you, Blue. What do you want? What do you want? You have a mic. Okay. I'm gonna go. We should go B. They're gonna be weak. I'm spotting the cross early. Nobody cross B. Nobody. One cross B. Only one B. He swung back as well. Two cross B.
Oh my god. Keep peeking.
One left side B as well.
Dead B.
Nice. I'm stuck here with the bomb. I don't want to make a move.
Both mid.
Okay, going A long.
The last one's mid door.
I don't know where they can hear me on this map. I'm so sorry. I'm too new. Is this a long plant?
They said no.
Okay.
Let's try.
GG, guys.
Damn, you're fucking.
I played well that game, yeah.
Yeah, you played pretty insane, dude. You're at 34 kills.
Was I?
Yeah. You had 47 R dubs on the T side.
Really? It's kind of crazy.
That is nuts. Oh, hell yeah. I had two 1v1s on CTs. Let's go.
That's actually pretty crazy.
I only remember the one.
Not today. We at Talk It. You remember me?
Damn, dude.
I don't remember it 100%, to be honest. Yeah, I played well.
Oh my god, you had 160 ADR.
Yeah.
There. That's right.
I had 233 ADR on T side.
God.
You're gonna start calling me the tax man? What do you mean? Alright, cool. Yeah, I could have done some more on CT, but who is it? Tizzy was letting me down pretty hard.
I thought you did fine. I thought we did pretty well holding B/mid. Kind of scared him off B or pretty early.
True. Yeah, what do you mean the tax man? It's a True Detective reference? Why, who's the tax? Do you watch True Detective, Seth?
I've watched seasons 1 and 3. I
So-
heard season 2 was bad, so I didn't bother. But
Someone in my chat called me the tax man. Is that a reference you get? Watch it be season 2.
I don't know that.
Crickets chirp. Feels bad. Yeah, I definitely could have done more on CT side. Did I watch the grand final? I did. I did. Alright. What was I doing right? What was I doing right? I feel like I just had a good read on the situation and was playing kind of like really well.
I thought you had good reads, but I mean, obviously, you know, you were hitting shots too.
Yeah, that's true.
Seemed like you couldn't lose a fight.
Yeah, that always helps.
It certainly doesn't hurt. Also,
But-
I do understand the taxman. I forgot that was the nickname of Matthew McConaughey's character.
Oh, okay. So why do you think I'm that character, Asala? So yeah, I'm just trying to think like what exactly was I doing that was working so well? Like obviously I was winning all of my fights, but oh, he says it's because one of the detectives takes notes of everything in a big notebook. And on my stream, I
Yeah.
really often like pause, open up, take notes.
That's funny.
Because something I'm working on doing right now is whenever I play like super well, instead of just looking at my mistakes, I'm trying to look at like what am I doing when I'm like playing well, right? what is my thought process? What are my feelings, etc.
I felt like you were pretty confident.
Yeah.
In everything that you did, A little confidence can go a pretty long way.
That's true. It's definitely true. Yeah. I think the big thing is like, yeah, I think confidence is actually a big part of it, now that you say that, because like I was making a decision and just doing it every single time. There's no hesitation.
Like the round, the aneurysm round. To me is,
Dude, I knew exactly what they were doing every round.
Yeah, you like called exactly what was gonna happen, and then you knew, like the guy's gonna push long, and not only did you know he was gonna push long, you even had the balls to go fight him, which I probably wouldn't have had the balls to do.
Well, I knew he wasn't gonna push out, so it's like, okay, I got to swing on him here, which I think is exactly what I said, right? Like I'm gonna swing on this guy long.
Yeah. No, yeah, you did.
Because
I'm not saying it was wrong.
Right.
It even worked, and you're right. He probably wouldn't have pushed out unless he was really fucking stupid.
Right, because so basically my thought process there was like, okay, I'm gonna swing, and if he's not here, that means he's about to push, and if he doesn't push, then it means he's playing super passive A, and we can group up and go A. But like I knew he was gonna B. Yeah, I think confidence was a big one there. And again, I'm doing this so like, this is it's something I'm trying. I'm trying to like, anytime you're playing like super in the zone and keyed in, I'm trying to like figure out what exactly is triggering that so I can replicate it more frequently. Like obviously you're not going to be able to just play like 150% every single day. That was obviously the high end of my skill range, but my current skill range rather. But it's just trying to figure it out. So one sec. Also, I noticed that like I was noticing little pieces of like the little pieces of visual information that I normally might miss. I was like really keyed into. So I guess I was more focused. I don't feel like I was more focused than normal, but I obviously was, right? Well, small brains, I'm 25. At least that's the age I tell people. So we'll see. If I can't make it, then 25. But so someone in my chat, just so you know, Seth, I was kind of just sitting here quietly. Someone in my chat asked, big question if I may, what age do you think is too old to climb up from average to pro level in any shooter, but specifically Counter-Strike? And so I'll just answer with my mic queued on. Really, I think that if you look at most sports, right, so including esports, so Tom Brady is 40, and he's still playing at an incredibly high level. Now, obviously, he's not going from average to pro. In the esports scene, one of the oldest esports out there is Street Fighter, and several of the Street Fighter pros are in their 30s and 40s. I think a big reason older people don't excel as much is not the neuroplasticity of not being able to learn a new skill. I feel like the biggest thing is that they have other obligations. So their life takes precedence. There's a lot more social stigma of an adult who plays games like as a career than a younger kid. And I also feel like there's a big mythos around that as you get older, your brain slows down and your reflexes slow down. But again, that obviously isn't true. Like, look at Roger Federer in tennis. He's 40. He's amazing. One of the top 4 players in the world.
I actually think old people, not even old people, but older people, like, just mind game themselves into thinking that they.
Yep.
Like, I've heard that one so many times. It's like, I would, but I'm too old. It's like, you go into it with like a losing mentality already. It's like.
Right, and so
you go into anything just knowing in your brain that you can't do it, then you're not going to be able.
Right, and so for example, there's a guy, No Good Citizen, who he's a Street Fighter player. He actually really tried to become like as good as he possibly could fairly recently, like about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and he's 30. He's like 33 or something. Okay, and he's been practicing like nonstop for about 2 years. He's 33, and he is one of the best players in North America now. Not like top 100, but he's like in the top 300 or 400 in North America as players. He is like the 3rd best player who uses his character, and he started with playing like after he was 30. So like he played before, but obviously like he was like not really trying to improve. So I think that I think that there's this big myth that you can't get better once you're older, and that's just not true. The easiest example like in real life you can look to is Wall Street. So Wall Street is not going to hire anybody to sit on their boards or to make their decisions unless they think they can learn as fast as possible and they can make really freaking good decisions. And if you notice, Wall Street doesn't hire young kids to make their decisions. They're not taking up these big they're not taking up these small they have the kids do the math and the analysis, but when it comes to the decision making and processing and like making those snap judgments, they're not leaving that up to young people. They're definitely relying on the old pros who've been doing it for 80 years. And those guys have to deal with new information constantly. So I think that, to say that there is an age cap on improvement to like a really high level is basically to argue that Wall Street is not as greedy as it is. So I know that's kind of long-winded, small brains, but that's sort of my answer, is that I don't think there is an age cap. Obviously, if you're like 70, the odds of you becoming a professional gamer are small, though maybe not, because you might have a big like social media following. But like your brain doesn't slow down that much, right? On average, as long as you stay physically active and you're mentally active and you're still learning constantly, there really isn't an upper bound of when it's like, oh, your brain is like, oh, I'm 35, just can't do it like I used to. That's just nostalgia. There's no real, your IQ doesn't drop as you get older. Your reflexes slow down a little bit, like 2 milliseconds a year. But that's like 2 milliseconds, like big deal. So, and that's also for people who don't practice. It's like the average of everybody. I'm sure there are people who actually stay the same year after year, right? So yeah, just by pretty much every metric, it's not that much harder. Now, obviously, if you're 4 years old and you start training, you're going to be a lot better after 10 years. So by the time you're 14, than someone who started at 50 and by the time they're 60, right? Now the difference is that if you start off when you're 50, you bring all your knowledge and education, and you can essentially use cross-informational transitions, but that's more psychology. That doesn't really matter. Anyway, back to my notes. So this is what I have down, Seth, from that game is my image recognition was really good. Like I felt like I was processing a lot of information.
Oh my god, he's 22 and he asked that question. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. 22 is definitely not the your age is not holding you back in any capacity. Like again, your life obligations may, and there's nothing wrong with that. If it's like, okay, I feel like it's time to move on in my career, well then do that. But there's nothing, stopping someone from getting really good. Like here's, a lot of people say, oh, unless you're 16 years old and you're pugging every single day for 12 hours, you just can't make it, right? But what's Shroud's age? Right? What is Shroud's age? He's 20. Shroud is 25, right? So let's back up 2 years when he first started playing PUBG. He quickly became one of the best PUBG players in the world. He was 23. He started a completely new game. Now, admittedly, he already had a big skill set from FPS. He already had the pointing and clicking down. But he rapidly became one of the best in the world. For years, he's still one of the best players at Battle Royale games, right? So he he had that initial skill set. Look at Ninja. Ninja's 28. Now, again, Ninja's more of an entertainer than a competitor, like straight out. He's not like, I mean, to my knowledge, I know nothing about Fortnite, right? But I don't think Ninja's...
He was a competitor in other games for a long time.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, right? Now, these guys obviously already have the mental skill set to, like, compete and to, like, have that preparation. But their age isn't freaking holding them back, Like, Shroud was born exactly 13 days before me. Okay? June 2nd. He was born 13 days. The key is really just to recognize, like, your age is not holding you back. And once you break out of that mental schema, it becomes really easy to, like, focus on the things that are, right? So, like, how much time are you putting in? Are you actually trying to improve day after day, or are you just going through the motions, right? So, like, look at me and Seth, okay? Look at me and Seth, right? So, we just finished this game, and I hate to call you out, but, like, Seth is not, like, sitting down, grinding out, like, okay, let me take detailed notes on that. Now, I didn't do that for the other pug, even though I did kind of bad, just because right now I'm mostly focusing on improving my peak, not worrying about my lower things. That was my goal for today. But, like, the difference between people who, like, play and just play to play is that they'll let a game go by without trying to learn, right? Whereas if every single game you're learning from it, you are like hyper focused on, okay, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? It's just a matter, like, I hate to say this because it's like I'm downplaying like the skill,
That's me
but
on the dollar bill.
I feel like I'm downplaying the inherent like talent of people, but winning's like improvement is inevitable if you put in the work and you practice intelligently. Like now you might improve slower, you might improve faster, right? But improvement is inevitable. It's just a matter of time once you, as Ali says, crack the code. And also, I think Ali, a big reason that like once you're a top competitor, like it's easier in other games, is that you recognize the work that needs to be put in. Like you recognize, like okay, like you don't have to go through the mental hurdles that you did when you first started. So like even Seth was one of the best Smash Brothers players in Indiana. He was ranked like 3 for like 5 years straight or something, or 4 years or 2 years or whatever. For years straight, he was in the top 5 Smash Brothers players in Indiana. So like when he started playing Counter-Strike, he didn't have to go back through and learn like, oh man, I have this massive. Well, he might have like done it initially, but he didn't have to go back through and say like, oh man, like I have such a big ego because I've improved a little bit in like the last 2 weeks, right? He didn't have to start over that because that's not like it's not easy to figure out how to compete and to improve constantly. It's really not. So I think that's what people figure out, and that's also why you see some people who struggle when they play other games or when they stop winning because they were just super talented and they never really figured out how to improve by grinding.
Yeah, that's a pretty classic story. You see lots of people like that just, in Counter-Strike even, just, go play it. Go play enough PUGs, you see tons of people like that who, they're like really gifted aimers, but you can just tell like from talking to them that they have no grasp, like how to handle
Right.
themselves like mentally to improve or, that kind of.
For sure, I'll use my own team. My own team as an example, and not to throw shade or anything like that, but like the fact that I've been practicing now for about 2.5 months, and I'm already better, or like going even and doing better sometimes than people on my team who are ex-main players is absurd, right? The fact that in like that little amount of time I'm already able to keep up with them is not a good sign for them, right? For their future careers. Not because they're not talented, but because it means that I'm putting in way more work than they are, and I'm putting in work more intelligently than they are. So that is like those type of players, right? So they'll have a bad day and it's just like, oh man, I'm just not feeling it. Or they'll have a bad day and then they'll practice, right? Whereas it's really important, the people who are going to improve are going to be grinding constantly. There is no like, oh yeah, I'm feeling it, so I don't need to practice, I just want to play. There, it's very much, everything is serious. Everything is used to push yourself further. So anyway, first bullet. So what I was saying, Seth, earlier, my sort of notes from that, I felt like my image recognition, like I was processing a ton of information. So what I mean by that is like, I felt like every call in that game, like it was just, so when I'm playing Crossfire, right, everything is so clear. Like every call is like filed away in some little like filing cabinet in my brain, and like my brain, like I'm just thinking about the round in its entirety, right? And so I used that round where I called out like exactly what to do, and the other guy's like, no, we're not doing that, and then he did it anyway, as an example, right? So I think that like in that round, obviously I knew where they were, and like I'd been like obviously I'm processing a ton of information there to do that. And I think that is like a big difference, that I was definitely processing info when I was like playing at IP. For sure. And then also like confidence, I think you were super right to say that. I was really focused, but it was like loose focus. I wasn't like too intensely focused. And then my first bullet aim was really crazy. And my burst was really good as well. I also noticed I got more frustrated at my teammates, which is kind of interesting.
I did notice you were getting a little frustrated with them. I don't entirely blame you. They were just kind of being like inflammatory.
Right. Well, I guess what I mean by that is like normally I just don't care. And so I'm looking at like when maybe that's a sign that I'm like not being motivated enough to play well during my regular games. Because like the fact that it's just a regular pug, like, and I'm playing super well, and my like some of the teammates were letting me down. Maybe that's like a sign that like I'm really keyed in and taking it more seriously on some like subconscious level. I'm trying to like break it down, right? Because one thing, so the poker book I recommended to you, there's a second one. The first one is all about, in the inchworm model, right? It's about moving your C game forward. That's the whole point of the first book. And the second one is about moving your A game forward. So that, again, inchworm concept, right? And this is one of the things they recommend to do is like whenever you like have a game where you just, or like a day where you just played like out of your mind, stop, analyze it, break it down, because those are the things that like you can like recognize what did you keep from your C game that's like still the same, recognize what did you like, what is different, and then try to emulate that moving forward. So more frustrated at teammates. That's obviously not healthy to be more frustrated, but I think it's more like I was elevated. So like I was playing at an elevated level, so I was like frustrated that they weren't keeping up.
Sure.
Poor Tizzy. I apologized after I yelled at him that one round. I was like, dude, what are you doing?
Sorry, I'm not talking much.
No, it's okay.
You inspired me to write things down.
No, it's okay, dude. I get it.
So I'm working on writing.
The program I use is Evernote. I keep like all of my notes in there.
I'm just using Google Drive.
Yeah.
So I always have it and get it on my phone.
Also, I notice after the fact,
think of random things I want to write down about CS:GO while I'm in class or something.
True. My memory is really clear as well of what was happening.
Yeah, that's actually why you inspired me to start writing stuff down, because I think about all kinds of stuff like during the game, because like during the game I am thinking a lot about like what I want to work on, what I'm working on, right? Like on CT side, right? Like I was thinking a ton about like when does it make sense to like throw my utility? Okay, yeah, this was in the Inferno game too. It's like when does it make sense to throw my utility? When Reed rotates off of mid, when how should I hold it differently? Hold a spot where I can kind of keep an eye on both things. Like I was thinking about those things like a ton, and I can remember right this second, like those things specifically. But like I usually have a really hard time like remembering stuff from a match. So like it's kind of why I wanted to write it down.
Yeah, I think that what I've noticed in the past, and that's why I marked this down, is like whenever you play super well, you tend to remember like the details like way more in depth. And it's not just like recency bias or like positive bias. It's like the fact that in my mind, it's because you're more focused. You're actually paying attention and processing the information and using it much more like in depth. Whereas like when games where it's like you're not playing, like even if you do well and you win, right? But like games where you're not super keyed in and playing in the zone, you tend to forget it a lot more. I've noticed, at least for me. I feel like my decision making was really clean. What I mean by that is like I feel like I wasn't like, even though some of the stuff I did, obviously I'll look back on like 6 months from now and be like, dude, I'm a freaking bot. But I feel like my decision making was really clean and like it wasn't cluttered. I was not like, maybe this goes back to confidence, but I definitely wasn't second guessing myself. I definitely was like just doing the right thing.
Yeah, I think that would go back to confidence, right? Like you knew what you wanted to do and you did it.
It's not even so much that, it's like it was very much just the plan was always like clear. It was not, so like sometimes your plans can be convoluted, right? It can be like, oh, I'm gonna flank A long, go around. Oh, I also was noticing things other people could do differently.
Sure.
Like that long A flank that you did, I think that was like, I mean, I said it, and I think you were already planning on doing that when I said it.
That's why I was getting out of it.
Yeah.
I flashed myself out of the site.
Right.
And I didn't want to go cat and meet him mid.
Yeah, for sure.
I actually kind of once he hadn't heard from me in so long, I kind of thought he would
assume that you're long.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's like it's hard for him to assume that you're A long. Like he should be aware of that, right? So if you're playing against top people, I think what he does is he goes he goes back goose and clears long, and then goes cat. Like even though there might be a hit, you want to hit him on a timing.
Well, he holds a position where if he can cover one thing while not leaving himself exposed to
Exactly.
if I do go
Instead,
in.
he was like still like, okay, he's toward B. I think against higher level players, they'll be ready for you long.
I would agree.
That's also like a common thing, right? So if you're ever in a 1v1, like a really common trick in FPS games is like the moment they spot you, just knife out and wrap the map. Like literally, the moment they spot you, stop engaging, sprint with your knife to the other side of the map. Because what'll happen a lot, obviously like time dependent, situational dependent, but if there's like plenty of time like there was there, just do it. Because you will just mess people up so hard, like consistently. I don't know why. Like even against top level people, they all fall for it. Like it's kind of bizarre how frequently it works. And like the worst case scenario is you fight a 1 versus 1 where you both know where each other are. So it's like okay. So it's like a win-win because if they don't expect it, you kill them, and if they do expect it, you're expecting it too. And I mean, you could say the same thing about like sitting still, but like sitting still is just it's like I don't know. Game theory probably is like there's some optimal balance of both, but like against really pro players, you hide, you don't peek at all, you make no noise, and then you like hide on the bomb site, right? That's like the 10% play where they come in thinking like, oh, he ran long, and then you're still on B and you kill them. But that's like, that's meta times 10. 25 is too old. As long as you're not 25, you're fine. Someone in my chat says 25 is too old. As long as you're not 25, you're fine. Feels bad, Tom.
I've got your stream open so I can see your notes and stuff.
Feels bad, Tom.
I'm trying to think of what I didn't do. See, you're right. You're absolutely right. I have a hard time like thinking of the things I didn't do well, and maybe it's because I'm not noticing them when they happen.
Well, think of it in like the terms of the adult learning model framework, right? So,
yeah.
Or not even so much that, but like your brain only has so much it can handle at once, and so that's why you remember PPMD, right? Have you ever read his old all of his old Smashboards posts?
No.
So he has dozens of posts on like how to practice and improve and etc. Like how was he able to improve in spite of having nobody to practice against? And a lot of it, what he stresses time and time again, and sports psychology books have confirmed this for me throughout the years, is don't get overwhelmed. Like yes, you're aware that you're doing like things bad, but focus on like 1 or 2 things to improve and like really hard grill those out, and then move on to the next thing. Because otherwise what can happen is you just get too overwhelmed. You're thinking about like things constantly, right? Instead, you should focus on like, okay, I'm going to work just on using my flashes today, right? Or just on when to smoke things off, or just on X or Y or Z. And then, once you've done that, you feel like, okay, I've put in some work, I've got a little bit, I'm going to move on to something else, right? Now you do your movement or your aim, right? So that's one thing I do. So since you're watching my stream, right? So every day I start, the heck, I didn't save it again! Evernote! Grr! Super frustrating. Anyway, so here's an example, right? So like, this was from 28. I don't know where yesterday. Oh, never mind. It's still the 29th. Holy crap. But it's still gone. I thought I missed like 2 days or something. Anyway, so like you see right here, I talk about like what am I focusing on for the one thing in terms of the game. What am I focusing? And maybe it's like 1.5 if it's like something slight. And then what am I focusing on in terms of my mental game? And then so I go on and I break down like, okay, what notes do I need to keep in mind throughout it? Blah blah blah. So like one of the things that tilts me in terms of like teammates and just in general is like when it does tilt me, it doesn't tilt me often, is realizing like, okay, I can't control how well my teammates play. I can only do the right thing. And the reason I get frustrated is because I expect more of them than they give. And I can't control how well they play. So yeah. Anyway, so I do that at the start of every single day. I document exactly what I'm going to be working on that day. That way I have like a very specific thing that's like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Yeah, I think these were the things that like were specifically like more different. The biggest ones were obviously these first two. There's one round.
He can still go to the bomb, dude. He's cat.
That's what he said. Oh, I remember this. This is kind of crazy.
I got shot through the smoke with a scout. Felt really bad.
Yeah.
I deserved it. I was trying to spam them too.
It's kind of interesting. That shot fell way faster in my mind. Anyway.
I guess now that I've had a little bit of time to think about it, I think one of the things that I don't do is I need to work on when I make calls. I need to like be a little bit more concise. I think my calls are a little wordy sometimes.
Yeah, that's that can be important. Like to like basically how it works. Like, so if you scroll down, I actually have a communication 101 document in the extra info thing of Discord. And what this is basically like what you need to communicate and how you need to do it. It's like a step-by-step guide of everything you need to know. So everything from, call with succinct detail. So like, the example I give is 2 deep apps, I'm playing van, is what you should call, compared to 2 deep apps in the kitchen area. One saw me. I'm going to reposition over to the van area and make sure they don't molly me out. Like, that's way too long.
Sure.
When you could just say 2 deep apps, I'm playing van. They saw me, right? Like that. Call relevant information first. So the 2v1, call 1 bullet, because you both obviously know where they are. Where if you're in a 5v5, then you need to be like 3B, 2 dinked, rather than call, oh, I dinked 2 of them. Oh no, 2 of them out B. Like calling the dinked is not the thing you call first there. So I go over that, and then like it's like everything you need to know about communication in a giant Word document.
That's pretty cool. I'll have to give that a read. It doesn't look too long.
Yeah, like one of the things is calling to acknowledgement, which is like basically saying, like, let's say you see 3 people run out B. Continue calling 3B until you either see someone rotate or you like hear acknowledgement. Because
don't just like call it once and then when
right, and then say silent.
I fucking said it, bro. I love
exactly. Well, exactly, and that's because what happens a lot of is it can get annoying if you are rotating, right? So if I say 3 out B, 3 or B, 3B honest, or 3B, 3B, and you're like already rotating, you're like, dude, shut up. But if I call 3B, and then like 2 seconds later, you're like, oh, what happened? They're out B? What? Like that's where it's important to call to acknowledgement. And that's like something simple, but it's important. All right, cool.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was watching your guys' game. Your guys' communication is interesting.
Yeah, it's not very good.
I'll say that.
Yeah, it's not very good.
It's just since you're streaming,
Do I save shadow play every round?
It was
no.
interesting to listen to.
I only hit shadow play when I get a good
really
kill
upset about
or something.
Not like irrelevant things, because they were things that made sense to be like a little upset about, but it was like I thought overblown for what it.
Yeah, so I mean, Ryan has been struggling with tilt. Ryan, he's been struggling with tilt for a while. He's doing a lot better. He's probably made the biggest strides out of anyone mentality-wise.
I can't hear you.
Oh, that's right. Oops. I said Ryan struggles with tilt he's probably made the biggest strides in terms of his mentality, but he definitely struggles a lot. And then Nathan like insta tilts whenever people play bad. Like he just like it blows his mind, and especially when he's playing bad.
I noticed he was yelling at like
Yeah.
a couple people, like
Yeah,
over like that was what I meant, by the way. Like
yeah,
just
I
over
know.
like small mistakes. It was like
Right.
I guess there was one round where like somebody didn't hold something that he thought they should be holding.
Right. Yeah, he was
even
planting
when
on the B bomb. I remember the round. He's planting on the B
Yeah.
bomb site, and he's like, "Hold my short." Nick was pushed up graffiti. Jordan was holding his ramp. Jordan kills the ramp guy. Other guy swings short and kills Nathan, and he's like, "Dude, yeah, like, why is nobody watching?" Like yelling at them, right? So, and like obviously that's unacceptable. And I've actually talked to him about this before, but I'm not sure he's willing to fix that. Like, and again, I'm not judging him, but I'm not sure he's willing to really like work on it because I think he has some like inherent some like ego thing, and it's not a big problem, and he is a good player, but I think it's definitely overblown, and it definitely negatively affects his teammates when it lashes out. He's the guy who I told you like told Ryan like, oh yeah, the only reason you're killing him is because they're bad enough, they're like closer to your level in the chaos. And like that's something you just can never say. And I talked to him about that afterward. I was like, dude, you can't like you can't say that. And he's like, yeah, I just and again because his personality, his inherent like mental game issues, he doesn't take that as, oh man, you're right, I really got to work on this. He goes like, dude, it's not really a problem. It doesn't affect me. Like I get that it would affect you, so like I'll think about it. It's like, okay, dude. But it's so yeah, that's a problem for him. For sure.
Yeah.
But Jordan played really well. I was happy for him. He's been putting in a lot of work as well.
Yeah, Jordan looked like he was. Dude, his sensitivity is fucking high.
Not really. It's actually pretty. It's like average. It's like a 900 EDPI or something.
Jordan's your upper, right?
Yeah.
Man, I thought just watching him, it looked like he was whipping around a lot.
I mean, his sense is pretty high, but so like when he plays deathmatch and stuff, he like spins in circles really often. Like he just his philosophy when he was first playing. Oh, I'm rank B. I knew that earlier, but I just remembered. Results don't matter, guys. If you're watching this, results don't matter. Ranks don't matter. You just got to keep playing well, and then everything else is inevitable. Yo salve de Brasil. Obrigado por assistir, Vitor. Now fala português, but that's all I can say. I'm sorry. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, I think that there's some residual tilt issues, and of course, like I brought this up, and pretty much the response has been, "Dude, it's not tilt. We just got to work and practice on stuff. It doesn't affect us." I'm like, okay. You're playing a game where it's like it's definitely not your physical skills that are affecting you, because trust me, like you all can point and click your mouse just as fast as any other professional player. Like it's not really the mental, or it's not really the physical thing that's the difference between top competitors and other people. But
yeah, it is interesting though, because like then you also it is funny when you do see top competitors and then like they like do an interview or something. And, holy shit, this guy is like a fucking. He's kind of a baby, Like,
yeah. Well, like who is it? I actually called Elijah out the other day, and this will tell you. My teammates just don't think about these things. So like my teammates were, other than Jordan agreed completely. But he played Crossfire at a professional level, so he understands. But Elige, after they lost to Astralis on map 1 on Vertigo, he said, yeah, I know they picked it at the major, and I know they picked it again now, but really it's just a gimmick. That's all it is. We'll beat them on Dust 2, and then if we do that, we feel like we are confident on Overpass. And I just remember like instantly going like, dude, a gimmick is something that works once. It's no longer a gimmick if they beat you in the major, and then they come here and they completely shut you down again. It's not a gimmick at that point. It's
also not a gimmick if like they do it in a way like they just show like that how much work they've obviously put into the map. Like
yeah.
That's not a gimmick. Like they fucking grinded the shit out of it.
And you can tell.
Like now I guess you could argue it's a gimmick in the way that they caught us off guard with it, because it tried to exploit a weakness in their map pool. If you want to call that a gimmick, I guess. But like, still, I
Yeah.
wouldn't even really say that's a gimmick.
Yeah, well, exactly. But just to have the mentality, and I get like he's trying to brush it off and they're like trying to get themselves ready, but that's just such a bad sign for their chances of beating them in the future. Like if you're dismissing your losses as like, oh, that was just a gimmick loss, like in the moment that might help you, but long term, that's just such a bad mentality to have. And it's like to me, that like it's like I thought they were gonna lose the moment that happened. Because what that says to me is that they're not really going to put in the work to like beat them. Like on some fundamental level. Like obviously they're gonna go through the motions of doing it, but to me what that says is like if they beat us it doesn't matter because we already think we're the best. Like that basically says to me whatever the results are we don't like we care, but we're just gonna dismiss it. And so like even though they'll go through the motions and they'll study the VODs and they'll practice the blah blah blah. Plus what they did, dude, fuck them. What did they say? Oh yeah, there's no other NA team who's really that good, so it's just hard for us to find good practice. And NRG, the other NA team, goes and beats them. Like, are you kidding me? Oh my god, that interview made me like so frustrated. I lost a lot of respect for Liege after that. Like for sure, for sure. Like just to crap on NRG like that, to be like, oh yeah, there's not really any other NA teams who are creative problem solvers who come at us like the same way Astralis tries to do. And I'm like, well, NRG's beating Astralis, so just because you can't doesn't mean all the other NA teams are bad for not preparing you. That's on you guys. How do you think NRG's preparing? Like, ¿me responde, please? No entendiendo.
It's like
Lo siento.
it's just amazing to me that you would be dismissive of Astralis of all teams.
Right, now I get in the moment
Like,
you're trying to hype yourself
as if
up.
Astralis is a team that like has
Can
to rely
gimmick
on
you.
gimmicks to
Yeah.
win.
Like it's just to me it's such a bad sign because I'm a huge patriot, right? So I want like USA. If USA won every single tournament from now until the end of time, I would be happy.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But it just makes me so sad because like they're not going to with that mentality. And like Naf already has been said in interviews, he brags about it. Oh, I never practice. I just get on, play scrims with the team, go over demos. I don't practice.
I know, it really like.
It's like the mango.
It's one of those things. It's like, how are you as good as you are? Like because like it.
Well, he used to do it a lot.
Yeah.
Just now he doesn't. My favorite is I play worse when I play too much.
I love that.
Dude, I can't play more. I end up playing worse. I don't know why. I gotta do my thing. It's like
It's in my no, I've done it a lot of times. I definitely play worse.
it's super funny, dude. But yeah, I think that personally, I couldn't play on a team with Nav. I couldn't play on a team with someone who like brags about not practicing. Like I could as long as we were winning. But the moment he like didn't play well, I'd be like, dude.
Just now, right?
And he'd be like, nah, dude, I just didn't feel it today. Okay. Like, I just couldn't do it, man. It would drive me too crazy.
Yeah.
It would drive me way too crazy. Like, obviously on this team, I hate like the only like so Jordan practices a ton. And then I practice a ton, but nobody else really practices as much as we do. Like Ryan plays a bunch, but he doesn't practice a bunch. They single-handed what, Asala? But so like the only reason it doesn't bother me is because like I wasn't expecting to like come into the season and have like the pro level team, right? I have to build up to that point. But man, is it tilting. Like it's super demotivating to like get on and every day like just to know. Like, I mean, gosh, right? So just in the last 2 weeks. So one sec. Profile. View my profile. Right, so 83.8 hours in the last 2 weeks. And so like
Jesus.
I'm playing and I don't AFK in game. I exit out every time. So it's like I'm playing more than a full-time job every single week. And it's like I know other people are like playing like maybe like practicing like maybe 5 hours a week. And it's like it hurts. Someone in my chat says, "Oh my FG, Liquid single-handedly brought back the NA choke meme in the past few tournaments, and they have the audacity to talk like that." Exactly, Asala. And to me, it's a sign of is underlying mental problem, like not like mentally ill, but like I mean underlying confidence issues and underlying like mental game problems. Because if you don't have those underlying issues, you're not going to talk like that, right? Look at Astralis when they lose, even when they win. Astralis dominated on Vertigo, right? And they lost Dust 2, and what do they say? Even though they barely lost Dust 2, what do they say in the interview? Oh, Liquid's a really good team. We prepared for Overpass just like we always do. But they're a good team. They beat us the last couple of times. We're really interested to see how they play, and we think it's going to be a good game. Think we can win. Like that's so much different. Just you can hear in like the tone of it compared to they just beat us with a gimmick. Like whatever. It's not really if only we had better like nobody plays like that in Europe. If only we had better practice. Like what are you even saying? Like I just oh my gosh. Like oh my gosh. But yeah, so that's one of the things where it's like yeah, they're just playing great Counter-Strike. Exactly, dude. It's a completely different mentality. And it's like when you look at that and it's side by side, especially, dude, I think the thing that made me the most mad, and Seth, this is for you too, not just me talking to chat, but like I think the thing that frustrated me the most is that they had the balls to like blame it on the rest of North America. Like that to me is such just a dick move. Like I'm sorry.
Nobody wants to take responsibility for their own shortcomings.
I know, but like
that's
North America, like
everything.
but NRG's winning the tournament, and you're blaming them for not being good enough to prepare you for Astralis. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it blows my mind. That'd be like, dude, there's nothing even to compare it to. Just the audacity to say that it's mind blowing. To be like, oh, I just really wish there were better teams in North America because maybe then we could beat Astralis. But alas, we only have terrible teams to play against. Ignore the fact that NRG is like up against Astralis in best of threes over the last year. Ignore the fact that NRG is playing Astralis the next match. So you're like basically saying, oh yeah, Astralis is winning the tournament. Screw our our fellow Americans, right? It's just, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Just
I don't know, man. It's just kind of what I expect of some of the, like I feel like some of like the NA pros specifically, like they don't have very good mindsets about certain things.
Yeah.
And like so like it's one of the things like it doesn't really surprise me that much that they, say some bullshit.
Yeah, I mean it's not surprising, but it's sad because like our region has so much raw talent, and if we like actually were humble and went to these events, like look at NRG. NRG doesn't say any. Well, okay, other than Terex, like we're definitely gonna win the major. That was a little cut the tape. that was kind of bad, but like that's being confident. That's not blaming their losses. And when you hear them talk about their losses, it's very much like, oh yeah, we try to learn from it. We're gonna come back stronger. Blah blah blah. And I think that's the better mentality to have. And by the way, Cirque, amazing. Cirque, amazing opera. I actually called this out during the major. I told Yuki, I was like, hey, this is Hopper. He's North American. I know he's not Device. I know he's not Zaiwu. I know he's not Simple. He's not Guardian. You should check him out, Cirque.
Don't worry. He's not even technically from North America, so
Oh, okay. Never mind. Screw NRG.
Yeah, you can learn from
No, but yeah, seriously, like Circa, I noticed during the major, he's one of the fastest operas I've ever seen, like just raw reflexes.
Oh yeah, he's
And then,
great.
yeah, for sure. Asala, I honestly thought Cirque was hacking. What is it? What was that Reddit? Vac what? Vac sucks. Vac sucks. The Reddit.
That one guy on our team was fucking Vac sucks and this guy one tap, he's cheating. Fuck off.
Dude, it was round 1 too.
And it's like shut up.
But yeah,
Cirque's been looking really good since Stanislaw took over as IGL. It seems like he gets a bit more freedom in the system.
well, I think also to me, so what sticks out to me from Cirque is he's never afraid to take a fight, which is big. Like never. He will just like peak and peak and peak and peak and peak, which can be bad, but it's a net positive, right? Having that confidence is a net positive. 2 is his reflexes are clearly the fastest of any other opera right now, other than maybe like I can't say Simple because he's now a rifler, but like he's clearly has the fastest raw reflexes of any other opera, and his movement is typically really good. And so like that combination of like really good aggression combined with really fast reflexes and good movement to get himself out of trouble is just this brilliant combination. But yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, I actually think I'm going to just DM. I think I'm done pugging. I think I'm gonna DM for a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm glad we've been playing together, man. It's
less lonely.
It's been really helpful. Yeah, that's actually a big problem I had for a long time. I started to get over it like as of late. Like I just don't like playing alone, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially going from
Especially
melee,
coming from melee, yeah.
right,
it's
where
like,
it's impossible to play alone, and well, not impossible, but like you're not Armada who wants to sit in a room and body a bot for 19 hours, right?
no. But it's kind of, especially since specifically with you playing, you're like kind of teaching me how to practice a little bit. It's been really helpful.
Oh well, good, dude. Thanks for saying that.
I feel like the times we've played together, I'm learning a lot faster.
Yeah, I also think that it's really good to have a training partner, even if it's literally just to bounce ideas off of, even if the ideas are bad ideas. Especially if the ideas are bad ideas.
Those are the best ideas.
Find the lowest common denominator as fast as possible, right? Someone asked, "What is Tarek eating lately? I need to know." Actually, so I did this. So for those of you watching, all 4 viewers, because it's Crossfire, it's Counter-Strike, and unless I'm streaming Crossfire, nobody cares. Feels bad. But so what I do. This is the thing you don't see on the stream. So basically, part of my practice is not just the in-game, like 80 hours every 2 weeks. Part of my practice is, let me close so I'm not getting my AFK timer out. But part of the practice is what I do in terms of entertainment, and let me open up desktop so you see, is I basically switch my entertainment to PUGs. And so like I'll do, so like this was a good game that I watched, right? So it's right, so here we go. And I think it's important. This is the important part, okay? Don't watch the demo, right? I'm assuming you have my stream muted, right, Seth?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I'm keeping my mic muted here. Like, don't watch the demo of the pro players, because while that's good, and that is important when you're thinking about the meta and the strategic decisions that they're making, it's really bad because you're not hearing the communication. And that is what drives the decision making. So much more important, I think, up until like really high levels, is to look at the stream POVs. That way you see their perspective in real time. You hear the communication. You see what they're saying while they're doing it. And like this is a great example. This game right here, because it's the best player in the world dropping 60 frags against other professional level players. And so you get to see and go through the stream, right, and be like, okay, so as I hit play here, right, I get to see. Wait, when are they on CT side? They start off on T? Okay, they're on CT here. So like you get to basically see what their thought process is the whole time, right? And you go through and you basically watch and you say like, okay, why is he doing this? What is his decision making? What made him go? And you listen to the communication. Right? And so I pick one. And so anyway, the reason I bring this up now is because you talk about Tarek. So Tarek has similar info, right? So if I go to Tarek CSGO, he has PUG highlights constantly where you see his thought process and you see what he's doing well and what he's doing poorly. And one of the things I did is I kind of looked at it and I said, okay, Tarek doesn't seem good to me. Okay, and like that's super arrogant to me to say, right? Because I'm a nobody. He's a professional level player who just won ESL 1 New York. But when I watch him play, he seems awful. His positioning is like mediocre, like compared to other pro players. His position's like his like decision making's like his aim is like like so it's it's a steady decline. But
is that based on his pugging?
Yeah, based on like when I watch his POV.
The time he plays, to be fair.
Maybe. But the point is what I can do is I look at the stats in these pugs, and even though he's playing badly, he's fragging. He's often even carrying his team. And so what I did is I looked at a lot of his videos and I slowed them down, right? And I'm like, okay, what is he doing well when he's getting these kills, right? What is his thought process? What is he doing that enables him to so consistently frag in these professional level matches, right? Now this, in fairness, this is not an FPL game. He's just playing Face It. But what is he doing that like enables him to succeed? And so for Tarek specifically, it's his recoil control, which is amazing, right? Because if you look at his positioning, because his positioning's like not great, again compared to other pros. But if you look at his positioning, it's so consistent. He is very, very rarely like in a truly bad spot. Like obviously he doesn't make the best decision all the time, and he's kind of known for that. But his decision making is incredibly, incredibly consistent. And then combine that with the fact that his recoil is really solid, as well as his crosshair placement. That is how he's getting the majority of his kills. He's not that good at supporting his teammates. He's not that good at... it's not even spray transfer. I'm not talking about spray transfers, though his spray transfers are actually kind of mediocre. It's more so like his ability to guarantee kills, I guess I should say. Like his ability to easily, like quickly guarantee kills. And then just have really stable, consistent positioning is like the majority of his talent, right? So let's back this up, right? So I'll watch this little play right here. So Mo gets a kill, so right, and I'll even turn up the volume. So Mo gets a kill, he rotates toward the window, right?
Go down.
And so he sees one. Like, look at that. So he swings out wide, he's peeking with Mo. Mo abandons him for some reason, which is just bad. He smokes himself out, and he gets out, right? That's the example of where he makes a bad decision, and you see he dies for it. And that's why when I'm watching him, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you're 2 HP, you're just going to jump out window when you know they're in mid. But, realistically, though, if you slow it down and you watch what he's doing, you can really see what he's doing well. And that's the most important thing. Because you can't just look at the bad pros and be like, oh, they're the pros that suck. Well, clearly they're doing some things right, because otherwise they wouldn't be professional players. And so that's what I try to learn from, right? What is Tarek doing right? He's someone I've specifically looked at. Him, it's consistent positioning and recoil control. They're just impeccable. Again, I'll go back to this first kill here, right? So if I go back to this first kill, it's just so clean. Like, look at this. He even misses his first, 2 bullets, but he always gets that follow-up. Like, he will never miss that. And some pros will. Like Elige kind of misses those. Sometimes Elige just misses those sprays. But Elige actually gets really hard carried by his first bullet aim. Elige does not have as good a positioning as Tarek, which sounds weird to say because Elige is such a better player. But Tarek's positioning is way more consistently good, based on like stream POVs and things like that, right? Anyway, so that's my mini rant about Tarek. Yeah, what's up, Shucks? It's his positioning and his recoil control that sets him apart compared to other professional players. Just being so stable and consistent. He's not that great at utility, and his movement. His movement is actually pretty crispy. But it doesn't get him a lot of kills per se. It's like a quality of life thing I notice when I watch him play. Ever watch Electronic? No. Again, mostly what I do when I watch their POV. So anyway, in my downtime, I'm pretty much always watching a stream POV and thinking about it when I'm not playing the game. And also, by the way, don't feel like it's bad for me to be explaining this to you guys, chat and Seth, since you're still here. No. It's helpful for me to explain things because I feel like if I can explain it in a way that comes out in comprehensible English and I can simplify what I mean down enough to where anyone can understand it, I feel like that means I understand it more, and it feels like it's easier for me to use it and recall. Teaching is often the best way to learn, and so I feel like talking to you guys definitely benefits me. Yeah, so don't feel like I'm just sharing information, guys. I'm definitely being selfish, but it really helps me. It really helps me when I talk about my thought process in a way as though I were teaching someone else. It feels like I internalize consolidate the information a lot more efficiently. You said you were DMing stuff?
Yeah. I was just listening.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. One sec.
I'm trying to practice with the D just to work on like my.
I'm doing well, Shucks. Thanks.
I guess force myself to work on like first shot accuracy. Because my first shot accuracy is terrible. I kind of also have to rely on like being able to spray people.
Yeah.
But like imagine if I shot them in the head first and then I could also spray them.
Yeah, one of the things you can do for that, I wouldn't recommend like practicing with any gun more than 100 kills. So this is like from Crossfire. Something I learned is like, you basically really quickly get diminishing returns, right? It's sort of like if you practice ledge dashing for 100 times. Like the 101st time is not going to be as valuable practice as the first like 25, right? So to avoid like the problem of diminishing returns, what I found in Crossfire to do is I would switch my gun every 100 kills. And I actually taught this to a guy named Kais, who became one of the best snipers in North America very quickly after playing with me. And I'm not going to take credit for that because he's an incredibly talented person, but I very much helped him like get his practice regiment like up to speed and up to par. But anyway, so like what you want to do is, so like if you're working on your first bullet aim, what I would suggest is, use your deagle for 100 kills, and then use your AK for 100 kills, and just one tap, literally just one to train yourself to not burst, not spray, don't panic, just one tap, one tap, one tap, one tap, and then pull out an M4 and do the same thing. Now it's even going to be harder because you have to one tap twice, right? And like try to make sure that you're keeping it accurate, making sure that you're like, pick whatever element you're working on, right? And then, go back to the AK, but instead of just one tapping, try to one tap flick shot, right? So the moment you see someone, instantly strafe stop and try to flick, don't track. And then do 100 kills with, trying to guarantee every kill, right? So instead of just trying to one tap, like focus even harder and try to like guarantee the kills. And so just keep, and then do 100 with the AWP or the 100 with another pistol or blah, blah, blah. And so what that'll do is, first off, it gives your brain constant problems, so you're like always really focused and trying to learn your best. And then it also, doing that gives you a lot of first bullet control, because now your bullets are just going to be in the right spot. And then do 100 kills and just focus on your crosshair placement, right? So just focus on like, okay, where is headshot level at this spot? And then keep your crosshair there. Like, obviously you're trying to headshot people still, but it's more to the point of like, where is the headshot level, and just trying to internalize that. And then, do 100 kills where all you're looking at is, I'm just going to stare the entire time, not think about anything. I'm just going to stare at their head and like pay really close attention to where exactly their head is, how it moves, left, right, etc. And this is like a good, like, do this for like, so for me, when I'm improving my aim, right now my aim's not my biggest problem. It's the recoil control and my movement and decision making. But when I'm improving my aim, I make sure I do 1,000, like a full 10 reps of that every single day. And it takes like, it took me about 2 months in Crossfire to get my aim really good by doing that. Just like literally I would do 1,000 headshots every single day going through those 100 kill cycles. And it's not that, like, it sounds like a lot, but 1,000 kills is only about 2 hours. It's actually less in this game because the spawns are a lot more like friendly. But like in Crossfire, it was about 100 kills every 12 minutes. So it was exactly.
Are you doing it against other people or against
deathmatch? Deathmatch. Okay. Though what I have started doing is doing bots on some of the maps that like aren't so popular, like Train and Overpass, just so I can internalize and like have an even bigger advantage. Because if I've done 1,000 hours deathmatch on Overpass and nobody else has, I'm probably going to be better at Overpass than them, just aim wise. But unfortunately, there are no Overpass DMs, so I have to use bots.
That makes sense.
But yeah, so the big thing is like just mixing up your aim practice every 100 kills or so, whether that's a new weapon or just changing your shooting style a bit. And then always, like, if you're building up your first bullet aim, if that's like a big, like if that's a problem where it's like your A game might be pretty good, but your C game is like like really, really bad, so you need to bring up the back part of your inchworm, I definitely would recommend like just AK, you know, one taps, and like 100 kills, like fast one taps, just like playing and like, okay, I'm trying to one tap this guy in the head, and then 100 kills, like, okay, I'm gonna try to guarantee every single headshot. And you're gonna suck. Like, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be almost impossible at first, but very quickly you'll get really, really freaking good at it. And then you'll go into like retakes and practice it. And then you'll go into scrims and, you know, into pugs and practice it. And then you'll go into death matches and practice it. Because one thing that I've always kind of known, but this is actually a recent concept that's been verbalized to me. So one thing I've noticed and people watching my stream will relate to this. One thing I've noticed is that in Crossfire, there are basically two main modes that you play in competitive. So there's deathmatch, like free-for-all servers or team deathmatch servers, and then there's search and destroy servers. And what I've noticed, and search and destroy doesn't have to be competitive, but they're like Counter-Strike, right? You plant a bomb, you defuse a bomb, etc. Okay. And what I noticed is that, let's say I'm one-tapping into deathmatch, and I'm just one-tapping like it's nothing, okay? And then I go into a search and destroy. Well, really the only thing that's different is if I die, instead of instantly respawning, I have to wait like 2 minutes before I spawn in again, right? But what I've noticed is all of a sudden it's way harder to one-tap people. And it's crazy, right? Because you would think like, well, I was just one-tapping in deathmatch, like why can't I one-tap in search and destroy? But it was just vocalized or verbalized to me like why that is. And like the same thing in matches, right? So if you're really good in like casual retake servers, one-tapping people, and then you go into matches and it's hard, like there's a reason for that. It's because you haven't practiced one-tapping in that specific scenario. So your brain has to basically like after you're done DMing, what I'm saying, long story short, is do it in retake servers as well. Not 100 kills per se, but like go around intentionally like just one-tapping in retake servers. And then play a pug and just like focus like, okay, this pug I'm just one-tapping, and so on and so forth. And what you'll find is like really quickly when you stop focusing on like trying to one-tap people, your aim just is automatically one-tapping or like automatically going straight to their head.
That makes sense.
That's based on Crossfire largely, but I think it's true for this game as well. I say I think it's true because I can be one-tapping in a DM, like I'm feeling like super on point, and then I go into a retake server and I'm like, what the hell, dude? I can't even shoot these people. I like whiff and panic spray and burst, etc. Anyway, I'm Zotek, and this has been my masterclass. Please deposit your $150 fee to my.
You got it. You got them.
It's absolutely true for CS. Yeah, I think so, right? You know, the important thing, and like, you know, it's even to the point where like, once your matches get to a point like you really want to improve in your matches, like even take some less serious matches to like one tap in those situations, right? So like, and then basically the higher pressure you can practice under, the better, right? And you know this from Melee, right? It's one thing to like do your crazy sick auto combo with Sheik your first like in a friendly, but the moment you go into a match or a money match, it's like, whoa. all of a sudden every movement just got 5 times harder, right? Especially early on in your career, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And so you simulate that in Counter-Strike by doing retake servers and then pugs and so on and so forth. So like very quickly, I'll get to a point where I will be taking some matches like not less seriously, but like specifically to learn and improve. It's actually something I talked about with Jordan the other day. Is like right now, like I play B, he plays A on Overpass, but it might be better for us long term if we mix it up more, like to where I play B or I play A and he plays B more often, just because then we become more complete players rather than getting pigeonholed at this stage, so we can just get like a broader breadth of knowledge.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's kind of selfish because right now we're in the best setup for our team.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck them.
Hell yeah.
I'm just kidding. This is so funny. I'm like trying to one-tap people. It's so hard to shoot people in the back of the head. Like it's easy
Yeah.
when you're spraying them down, right? And then like maybe your spray just travels up and gets them in the back of the head. But like shooting somebody in the back of the head, like one tapping, is so hard, and I just keep getting people like turning around and one-shotting me. It's so fun.
Yeah. The easiest solution to that is to, so what I found at least, is that, so I told you about like all those different like ways to practice your aim there, right? Like the alternations of 100. The one that I found benefits that particular problem the most is the guaranteed kills. To where like if you play and you're like, I'm going to try my absolute hardest to not miss. What that means is like even if someone's sprinting in front of you, like running left and right, spraying at you, unless you're like as confident as you can be that the shot is going to hit, you just let them keep shooting you. You die without taking a shot if you have to. But you like are trying, like obviously you shouldn't be aiming that slow, but basically you're trying to like guarantee the shot every single time is the fastest solution to that specific problem. Because basically what that means is that you can't confidently put your crosshair where you want it to be. Someone asks, do you think it's better to solo queue for all competitive maps or just the ones you're good at? I mean, if you're trying to rank up and that's what you care about, then you should probably do the ones you're good at. But if you're trying to improve and become the best player you can be, you should probably play the maps you're weakest at. Because why would you do the things that you're already good at if you're trying to get better? Like, obviously, it feels good to win, but it feels better to improve, I think. You know, Daigo Mahara actually had a big quote. He's a fighting game sort of legend. He had a big quote where he was giving a lecture at a university, and he said, you know, a lot of people come to me and say, how are you still playing after all of these years? Don't you ever get bored? I got bored a decade ago when I was a professional player. And, you know, Daigo's response was, you didn't get bored of the game, you stopped improving, and that's what made you bored. You weren't getting better anymore. So of course it's boring. You did the same thing yesterday, and the day before, and the day before, and then you blamed it on the game. You're not changing anything. You're not improving. That's why you're bored. And that really resonated with me. It's you know, I think that that's true. I think that you can't be bored if you're constantly improving. Which is also why games with high skill ceilings tend to have good followings, because you can always improve.
I sent that to you, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah. Hell yeah, credit me.
I didn't.
It was a tweet I sent you.
Oh, sick. Yeah. Hashtag sponsored by
Hell
Seth.
yeah. I'll take my $150 back. Come on, get the head. Come.
It's harder than you might think to like guarantee the shots. It's harder than like it sounds initially, because it's like, well, of course I headshot. I do that all the time. But then you think about it and you're like, oh crap.
Like learning restraint, not to just panic spray.
That's another big one. Restraint is something it'll teach, because like a lot of people just the moment they see someone
start spraying, then aim it.
Well, or like they, you know, they miss and they just instantly spray every single time. Where in like reality, you know, a lot of times if someone's at like far range, if you miss your first shot, you can just correct and tap them anyway. You know, tap it in, tap it in. Like a good example is the long A flank that you did, right? So, whoa. So like you went for the long flank and you flanked him, but then you missed your first bullet, and then you, instead of panicking, you like were like, okay, tap. And
slow down, come on, shoot him in the back of the head. It's gonna be really embarrassing if you miss.
we're all watching.
That's like literally what I thought too. Like, this is gonna be really embarrassing if I don't get this kill.
You're not sabotaging my practice assault. It's fine, dude. But yeah, that's like that's the routine to getting your first bullet aim up. But like, I'll stress that like that's not that's not the main like thing, right?
Yeah, no. Just I'm DMing anyways. I figured I should choose
Oh, I'm
something
so
actually
slow right now.
to like specifically work on.
Ugh. I'm so slow right now. I don't even want to do that anymore. I'm just curious. Dude, one thing I've noticed is like when it gets past like 2 a.m., my reflexes slow down.
Really?
Not by a lot, but like 20 milliseconds or so.
It kind of sounds like a lot. That's like a few frames.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. But it's I think it's funny you measured in melee frames.
Old habits die hard. Or is it even a few frames? It'd be like a frame and a half or something.
Yeah, 12 milliseconds a frame.
Yeah.
No, just like my normal reaction time, like when I'm playing super keyed in, is like 130-ish, and then it's 150 right now. And I've noticed that like consistently, it's like it slows down as the evening gets on.
Oh man, it's 2:30. Goddamn.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm not having fun. I'm just mining your masterclass.
I'm not having fun. I'm getting shot in the head a bunch. But I'm learning.
Yeah, I will say, practicing aim in deathmatch can be one of the most frustrating things in the world, because it's like it's definitely a good testament to like really like how much you, because you like when you're practicing and you're practicing with intent, you have to care. Like a lot of people think that they don't tilt from pubs or deathmatch because it's like, oh well, I never get frustrated. Well, it's because you don't care about it. You're not actually trying to learn or to improve. You're just automatically going through the motions. Like the key is to care really, really intensely about how well you do. And then like you can't like not care and then say you don't tilt. You're still tilting. You're just not like you would tilt if you cared. But it can be really good. It can be really good practice because it's hard when someone like you're trying to shoot someone, they round a corner and then they pre-fire one tap you. You're like okay, or like you tap someone, they turn a corner, you're like okay, and then they're holding the angle when you round the corner back, right? And it's like okay, well you're exposed to 50 different spots and they just happen not to spawn on you. That's cool, right? So it's like there are tons of things that can frustrate you, and it's it can be easy to slip into that. For me at least.
Bro, just don't get frustrated, bro.
Sorry, dude.
Sorry. I was trying to be funny and then I realized I hate when that happens.
Oh, too fast. All right, well, I'm heading to bed, I think.
Okay.
I am going to be on tomorrow practicing again. We're not having team practice tomorrow, but I will be probably streaming and just grinding out deathmatch again.
So
I'm
I should
going to
be
go over the
on-
VOD as well.
Oh, cool. Do you mind waiting till I'm on to do that?
Yeah, what time are you planning on it?
I'm probably gonna go work out at like 6:30, so I'll probably hopefully be on around 8,
Okay.
if that's okay.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, if you want to do it earlier than that, feel free.
I'll probably be home around 7, and yeah, 8 should be fine. I don't know if I'll be on exactly then. I'm gonna eat dinner at some point around there, but yeah, that definitely works for me, dude.
Sweet.
All right, well, have a good night, bro, and
Yep.
I will catch you tomorrow.
Yep. Thanks for playing, man.
Yeah, of course. Later.
See ya.
All right, stream. Good night. Good night. I hope kind of an informative, like really metaphysical, like philosophical discussion there about improvement for a while. Thanks whoever asked that. I think it was Small Brains who started that off. So shout outs to Small Brains and for the $1 donation. But yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I do think it's funny. I don't know. I think it's I don't know. What do you think, Asala? What's your opinion of how I've improved over the last 2 months? Let's say 2 months because that's not fair. The first month I was really bad. What about over the last month? What do you see? Hit me with the truth. Hit me with the truth. What do you see? What do you see, Asala? How is my path going? Yo, good night, Jerome. Thank you. Thank you. If Asala's gone, I'm gonna be okay. Good. I was about to say, like, it's gonna be really awkward if I'm sitting here and like Asala already turned off the stream. That'd be that'd be a little awkward. Obvious improvement day after day. It's documented. Yeah, I mean, I know I've documented in my end, but keep in mind, it's hard. Like, so improvement's really hard, right? Because I'm biased, and results don't matter. So it's like, okay, well, how do I judge improvement, right? And the answer is a combination of things, right? I look at results, I look at my opinion, I look at other people's opinions, and I synthesize all of that. But do you think so? Do you think it's the improvement? Like, can you see a difference as a casual viewer when you watch me play? Do you go like, wow, or do you go like, eh, or do you go like, eh? Like, that's on the spectrum of to ooh. Where do you fall? I don't know. Like, I ask because, like I said, I'm biased, and it's important to have that outside validation and feedback. You'd seem a lot more comfortable with most of the aspects of the game. Okay. I'm trying, man. I'm really trying. It's like I've said, it's an easier game than Crossfire, but this is probably one of the hardest things I've done. Just because even though the game itself is easier, it's been so long since I've started from scratch that it's rough, man. It's rough. But I'm glad you see progress. I hope for those who sort of stick around for the whole journey, I really hope that I really hope you guys are there for the whole thing. Really interested to see what we can do. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'm excited and still going strong. So 2.5 months as of this week. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good night. I will be on tomorrow. Check out the Discord if you haven't, etc., etc. And yeah, yada yada. Not a lot of people like you. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I think you just called me weird, actually. Wait a second. Wait a second. Cut the tape. Cut it. Cut it.